Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How's it doing tonight? How is the audio? How is the video? Can you see me? Do I look fine? Can you hear me all right? No echoes? Let me know. We always like to start the show off to make sure we have no echoes because we don't have this stuff down pat. We don't know what's going on. I am live, right, guys? Everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me. Take a quick scan here and see who we have with us. Country Kid is with us. Look and sound normal. All right, great. Thank you, Rich Crabtree. But yeah, we got Anthony Rubio Outdoors, Tom Ritter, Blue Collar Homestead. Welcome in, welcome in. Come on in. Solo Florida Outdoors, Marino's Mysteries, rolling with Raquel. She says she's doing some chores, so she's listening. Thank you for listening, Raquel. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Marino said we might have a blast. We might. Dooley's Michigan Homestead. Stephen Carlson, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We're off the heels of a bye week, where we did not stream. There was no reason why I didn't stream other than I just didn't want to. I mean, you know, you got to sometimes take time for everybody else in your life, you know, that besides YouTube. That's true. That's true. Tennessee Bushcrafter, Miss Raven Cat Cecilia. How you doing, Miss Cecilia? Good to see you. Appreciate you. But yeah, we didn't live stream last week. We threw out some edited content, which, you know, I put a post out there on my Facebook page, my Facebook group, Frontier Survival Friends. Of course, I'm the admin. I'm the one that made the group. My wife Mandy, she's the admin, and we're looking for admins all the time. So put in your application. Mr. Blue Collar Homestead's with us too. Hello to you. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you. I do appreciate the homestead community. I'm not particularly a homesteader, although I am, but I don't broadcast it on YouTube, or at least not yet. We've been talking about, and you've heard me talk about this in some past live streams here on Dynamite, about the new playlist, the new series I got coming up called Tales from the Holler. Of course, I live right here in a holler in eastern Kentucky, and most of y'all would know what a holler is. I know Tennessee Bushcrafter does. The Dad Cave, good to see you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for dropping some links there. There's the Facebook group. If you're not a member of that group, go over there. If you're a YouTuber, I don't particularly, see how to word this. I don't just let outdoor content creators post their content. If you're a content creator, you can plug your stuff right there on that group. Mike Cole, good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, we were talking about Tales from the Holler, and that's where I'm from, right here in East Kentucky. Most people know that. And, I live up a holler, and I pretty much have lived up a holler my whole life. I live up a different holler than the one I grew up on, but still. So Tales from the Holler is going to be a vlog series. It's going to drop. The first episode will drop on YouTube somewhere around Thanksgiving. I'm not going to say it's going to be on Thanksgiving because it probably won't. It's going to be during that week of Thanksgiving, maybe before, maybe after. But somewhere around there. We're in developments right now on it. We've got a few different episodes deleted and ready to upload, or, at least release on YouTube. We got them already uploaded, of course, but got the playlist, the series uploaded, the title for it, and everything. So, all's looking good on that. And like I said, it's just going to be a vlog. It's not going to be much for what this channel's already about, with bushcraft, wilderness survival, preparedness, self-reliance, stuff like that. Although that will play a key factor in it because, it's not like we're deadbeats up a holler. We work hard. But, still. So that's going to play a factor in the series, but it's going to be more personal, I guess you'd say. Howdy there, Miss Becca. Good to see you. But yeah, Tales from the Holler will be coming up. And the name of this live stream tonight, Dynamite, Wednesday night, is the Old Ways of Living. And I wanted to speak on that a little bit. Anybody in the chat right now, go ahead and chime in on this too. But I mean, I'm a true believer, and I'm from a generation where the old ways of living started dying out. You know, I'm 47 years old. I was born in 1974. Of course, I grew up through the 80s mostly. And people still can. People still grew a garden. And they do to this day, of course, in a lot of places. But in a lot of places, it's also not a practice where it was at one time. And I'm talking about in rural country areas. In a lot of rural country areas, people still don't do that. Let me catch up with the chat just a second here. We'll continue talking about this. But I'm sure everybody in the chat, you know, is around the same demographic, around my age, close to it, somewhere 30ish, 40ish, 50ish, 60ish, maybe on up. But the thing is we all know a little bit about that. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, and back in the old days, nobody bought their milk at the store. You had a cow that you milked. Some people had goats that they milked. And goat milk is good. If you haven't had goat milk, try goat milk. How many people we got in here tonight? 15. Guys, this live stream's getting this. I'm kind of liking this live stream kind of stuff. I try to be as entertaining as I possibly can. Try to throw out good content out there, whether it be live streaming or edited content. You know, right now our analytics are looking great because I'm putting stuff out on a regular basis. And for the longest time, and I've been at this gig for a couple of years now. You go down my list of videos. My very first video says it's 2 years old, or was made 2 years ago. Now, if you go to my About page, it says I've been on YouTube a lot longer, but that was just an account, you know, to watch and subscribe and like and comment and share, this, that, and the other. But, yeah. Old Ways of Living. Let me know. What are some of the things you all still do that people done years ago? Some of you out there might have a cow at home still that you might milk. Maybe a Holstein or a Jersey. That's right, 10 minutes from Kentucky, half a mile from the Cumberland River. Tennessee bushcrafter, my friend there. My friend on Facebook, right here on YouTube and in life. All right, we met a long time ago, and we've been rolling on ever since. Same as Mike Cole right here. Since I've had this channel going on, I've had Mike Cole with me, I believe. N.I. Donegal, Fishing Tales. Didn't see you come in, but hello. Come on in. Thank you for stopping by. Dooley, okay, Nicholasville. Sounds good to me. Relatives from Nicholasville, that's great. That is great. Guys, we're rolling with 20 in the chat. I hope you hit that thumbs up for me. Thank you, Miss Cecilia, throwing that email out there. Appreciate that. John H. is from Scotland. Hello to you from Scotland. Heath right here from Kentucky. Good to see you. Did I miss anybody? Solo Florida Outdoors is okay. I got you, Miss Crowder, I think. Yeah, all right. I have you on Facebook, I believe. Yes, ma'am. I believe. Miss Raquel. Oh, yeah, you're right there, Charlie. We still hunt, fish, trap, and gather wild edibles. Gathering wild edibles is another thing that you don't have to be a bushcrafter or a woodsman or an outdoorsman to do. My grandmother used to pick wild edibles, and we'd pick them in the woods, and she had them growing, you know, this, that, the other. As a kid in Kentucky, and it's kind of died out in the last few years. It still goes on in the state, but years ago, Kentucky was a big tobacco crop, you know, tobacco state. Grew a lot of tobacco in Kentucky. Tobacco. If I got real hillbilly, I'd say backer. But tobacco grown here. I used to work in it all the time, and what you did with tobacco is you sold a bed, and your plants would grow up, and then you pulled them plants and reset them or replant them in a big field, and then let it grow all summer long, and this, that, and the other. My mama, she used to sow turnip seed as well, and turnips would grow around her tobacco bed, and for some reason, I don't know exactly why, I knew there was some reason for it. It had something to do with the wildlife. That the wildlife wouldn't eat the tops of the tobacco plants, and they'd eat the turnips or something like that. But it got me right there. I love turnips to this day because of that. And my mama, right here in East Kentucky, she's long gone now, but she is. I know where she's at. The thing is that she was self-reliant way back then, and she was so self-reliant that she didn't have to rely, like a lot of ladies in the day, still relied on that male companion, for a lot of things, and she didn't have to. She squirrel hunted. She fished a lot. She loved to fish. Loved to. I mean, and not that she just go down to the bank and fish or somewhere, a pond or whatnot. She would set out lines, whether it be jugs or off limbs, and go down and check them every evening. I mean, so that's the old ways of living right there. Part of it anyway. That's right, a backer barn. Got to hang that backer in the barn, let it cure out. When it comes in case, somewhere, probably around November, somewhere maybe later on, it would rain good, and they call that coming in case. Tobacco gets pliable, it's not dry leaves, it's real damp leaves, and you strip it. That's when you book it down out of the barn, then you start stripping that stuff off the stalk, baling it up, taking it to the warehouse to sell. Exactly right. Then they make cigarettes, smokeless tobacco, stuff like that out of it. Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for welcoming all the new people. Let's see, did I miss anything? Blue collar. They love a medicinal garden, yes. Miss Cecilia, okay, I see your question there. And you know what? I'm not certain on that. I've never really, I don't think so. I'm not sure because a lot of times, growing up, we would cut the tobacco from down towards the ground at the stalk. You'd hang it up to let the leaves cure. So that's the thing. You'll have your roots still there, but I never do remember them growing back unless it was just because it got tilled up or whatever. But that's a good question, and I'll get back with you on that. I'll try to find something out on that, and I'll private message you for sure. Newfie Outdoorsman, how you doing? And the Diabetic Prepper. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in. Guys, we're still hanging on with 20 in the chat, and that's a good start. Guys, a few weeks back, I done that little stunt where I said if I got 50 likes, I'd dance, and I did dance. Some of y'all were there. Y'all seen that. Go back and watch it in the live stream. As soon as I can remember to do it, I'm gonna re-download that stream and cut that out and put that out there as a standalone video of me dancing to Tom Jones trying to do the Carlton from the old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air series. Wacky tobacco. There's some wacky tobacco around. Good to see you, Newfie. So, we had some feedback there. I know NL Ghost Wolf, there, Charlie, he was talking about what they still do up there where he's at. I wonder if Big Matt's with us tonight. I know a lot of times he'll just sit back in and just watch. Where you at, Big Matt? How about your lovely wife, Texas Down Under and all them? How y'all doing? Y'all watching tonight? Hope so. Guys, y'all, some of y'all might be subbed or subscribed to the Huntsman channel. He just released a bunch of content on a new channel, Huntsman Alpha Gaming, right here on YouTube. So, you know, somebody could grab that link and post it. I'd appreciate it. Go over there. He launched all his content at 7 o'clock tonight, and he already had 60-some subscribers, I think, you know, before any content was launched on there. So, you know, that's pretty good. Guys, last time I checked, I was at 890, or no, maybe 888, something like that, 888, 889 subscribers. Yep, the Huntsman's a good guy, you're right. Some people love him to death, some people don't. But, you know what? He's been there for me. He's helped me. He has helped me grow this channel. And not just because of shout outs or anything like that, but because I pay attention to a lot of the stuff he says in his videos when it comes to, you know, making YouTube content or making content whatsoever. And if you're a content creator, it's not about just throwing videos out there on YouTube. There's all kinds of platforms out there you could use. You know, I run the Facebook stuff. You know, I got a group over there, so it's not just videos, but pictures, images. That's content as well. My lovely wife, Miss Mandy Ward, just walked in the house. How you doing, Miss Mandy? Thank you, Jefferson. I guess that's the Huntsman Alpha Gaming channel link. I appreciate that. 888. That's right, Cecilia. And you know what? 3 days ago, I was at 892. So I broke 890, and then I'm back down to 888. So, you know, it's a tough road. I mean, and subscribers, you know, once you hit that 1K, you know, it don't hold a whole lot of value. I mean, it's good to continue on with subscribers, I think, but it really matters with watch time and you know, watch hours, things like that. Yeah. You need to pay close attention to. How did you know? Did you know? It's not going to fill you full of, you know, bullcrap. Shoot straight to the point. There you go. All right, Blue Cotter Homestead is going to go check out NL Ghost Wolf. Good deal. Tennessee Bushcrafter said really to make some vids. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see what you got. I think you got some good information to give to us, Bushcrafter, Tennessee Bushcrafter. They have won 3 YouTube contests, and a creator sent them a bunch of stuff the other day. One contest was a Hidden Woodsman backpack. You know what? Hidden Woodsman backpacks are made well. They are. But do you have to have a Hidden Woodsman backpack to go in the woods? Answer that question, guys. My buddy Sean there, Wild Outdoors. I've had Sean on a live stream before. We've been chit-chatting back and forth. Good to see you, Sean. Mr. Wild Outdoors. Go check him out. Does a lot of camping and bushcraft and you know, good videos there. Good to see you. Jefferson said he's busy and tired. I know Mr. Jefferson there is in a construction trade. I guess you're a carpenter. Is that right, Jefferson? I'm pretty sure you're not an electrician or plumber, even though you probably could wire a house or plumb one. Nature's Wild Playground. Hello. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Didn't see you come in earlier. Chuck Young's with us. That's right. Even if it's a grocery sack. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hidden Woodsmen, they pay attention to detail when it comes to their packs. I do believe that. I do believe they're stitched well. I do believe, you know, the fasteners work well. Whatever. They do look good. I have checked them out. I have, but that's right. Used to go in the woods with a plastic bag. It's good to have something you can carry on your back or across your body or something like that. But you know, I mean, if I turn the camera over this way right now, I'll show you all kinds of packs I got hanging on the wall. And we got that coming up too. We got a video coming up soon, just showing off the new layout of the stream room. Some of the stuff you don't see all the time when we're streaming. That's right. Yeah, I agree with that. Miss Mandy knows that I have a lot of packs, but the thing is, are those packs costly? No, they're not. The biggest pack I got expands up to 64 liters, and it cost about $38. I also have an old Alice pack, so from the surplus. So it wasn't even surplus. I got it second hand off someone, off of Facebook, whatever it is, that part on Facebook where they sell stuff. Yep. Alice setup's cool. I mean, and to me, that's the best stuff to bushcraft with, or to go out in the woods with, is old army gear. I got what I call my haversack. It's just an old army pack. I'll tell you what makes a good haversack also as an army pack is the it's called a Polish bread bag. It's from the Polish army, but you can find them on Amazon. Yeah, Marketplace. There you go. Thanks, Anthony. Moofy said he has a 40 pack, 300 pack. They both carry. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I have an obsession for things you can put stuff in. I really do. Whether it be a bag, a backpack, just some type of container. All right, guys, have you hit that thumbs up for me? Please do so. But yeah, old ways of living, guys. I mean, it's just one of them things it's almost fallen by the wayside. Well, small backpack will work, Miss Cecilia. What's Mandy Ward talking about? A wife. Laugh out loud. Chuck Young uses a medium Alice pack. Yep. The sling bags for day kits. That's awesome. Sling bags are cool too. FedEx sucks. All right, yeah. Hey, good evening to you, small water charters. Good afternoon. Good evening, I mean. Small water charters down there in the Florida area. So, yeah, guys, fall is right here with us. It's almost Halloween. It's almost Thanksgiving. Christmas will be here. I don't know. They say you better watch yourself, and if you want to buy anything for anybody for Christmas, you better do it now. There's Outdoors with Big Matt. You finally show up. How you doing, buddy? I hollered at you a while ago. Thought maybe you was just listening, Big Matt. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, burlap bag makes a good one. Yeah, whether it be you can fashion a haversack out of a burlap bag. But we got a few things, tonight. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly why we didn't go live last week. Just kind of maybe a break, I guess. In the past, when I couldn't go live on a Wednesday night for Dynamite, I would announce it on YouTube by throwing out a little short video. This last week, I just put it on Facebook, on my Facebook group. And I think everybody pretty much figured it out. But now, you know what's cool? Even though I haven't reached that 1,000, that 1,000 subscription mark, supporter. Um, the thing is now I got a community section. If you got 500 supporters or more, you'll get that community section. And you used to only be able to get that once you hit that 1K. So I have been taking advantage of that community section. I put a few posts out. I have, throw some pics on there, some images, things like that, saying hello to everybody. So, there you go. Mr. Boots and Bounty, how you doing? He said he kept his old Army bags. That's exactly right. Got out of the Army. Love old military gear. And I touched on that a little bit a while ago, Mr. Boots and Bounty. I'm talking about, a lot of my gear is old Army stuff that I've got as surplus. I was actually in the Army myself too. Unfortunately, I didn't acquire any gear afterwards, but it's stuff that I was able to get at surplus. But I did spend a few years U.S. Army. I was at basic training at Fort McClellan, Alabama. Yeah, that's right, Jefferson. You got that community thing. You got it. You can use it if you want. Yeah, she says she's done with my Christmas shopping, but I don't know now. But guys, anybody that's in the chat that anybody doesn't have, go check them out. Miss Cecilia has been dropping links, I believe. Anybody else? I think I got Outdoors with Big Matt. He's a moderator. If he wants to post links, he can. Mandy can as well. I think she's a moderator. But yeah, anybody that's in the chat, if you want to check out some other channels that's in here, go ahead. Hey, most of y'all I know are subscribed to me, or you better be. But that's the thing right now, and we were talking about that earlier. About the supporters I have. That's we're growing, we're doing good. I'll hit that 1K. I want to hit it before year's end, but I don't know if I'll get that or not. But we'll see. But the thing is, it's weird how you'll gain 5 or 6, then lose 3 or 4. It's just weird how that happens. Nature's Wild Playground is talking about one of their favorites. Hey, Ricky Adventures, good to see you, buddy. Ricky Adventures is in the house. But okay, we hit about 30 minutes here. We're going to go ahead and see if anybody wants to come up. We're going to throw the link out. We've pretty much talked about all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to catch my breath right now. Tennessee Bushcrafter. Yeah, make sure you're still subscribed there, Marino. I know you let me know there a while back that he wasn't subscribed to my channel like he thought he was. But yeah, Tennessee Bushcrafter planted around 150 garlic today. All right, 3 beds full of greens and kale. Kale's good. That sounds great. Well, we have a guest, guys. Check out my brother, Big Matt.
Hey,
How's it going, brother?
I'd be going better if I figured out how to drop links on my tablet. I mean, my laptop.
Well, you got a mouse with it, or a mouse pad on the laptop?
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to just share it. But I mean, it's all right. You don't have. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, you should be able to right click, maybe the channel name or something.
Yeah, but how do I get to the links that I have?
Something that you already copied.
Well,
talking about link?
if I'm putting someone's channel out, how do I?
Yeah.
bring it from.
You know what? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell us. Guys, are we getting an echo? Let me know.
I don't hear one. Yeah, I do a small one.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Still
Hello.
echoing?
No,
Awesome. Hey,
you can
here's
hear me, right?
yeah. Anthony Rubio's joining us. How you doing, Anthony? There
Oh,
he
there
is.
you see me. All right.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Just thought I'd stop in. I don't know.
Hey, that's what the
Stop
link's
in.
there. That's good.
I'm lonely.
Hey, that's all right. We're
Yeah.
here for you.
That's right. Hey, I appreciate you coming into my live yesterday or earlier.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was actually at work, but I was able to get a break, and I see you there.
Yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was
So
in there.
how long have you guys been doing like bushcraft stuff?
well, I've done it. I never called it bushcraft when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but I've done it since I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned like just going in the woods, and then the new term is bushcraft, I should say.
All right.
So,
I'm a woodsman, an outdoorsman. I mean, it's just
yep.
it's just basically it.
Same. I mean, I go in the woods. I go out there to do other like trap and all kinds of things, but would that be considered woodsman? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm out there.
It is. I mean, when you go out to trap, though, I mean, do you take something along with you in case
Yep.
you're, you know,
Knives, traps, wire, rope, stuff like that. All kinds of things. I have a whole pack
right,
full.
right? But I mean, do you take stuff to prepare yourself in case you can't get back?
Well, if I'm going out somewhere that's secluded, yes. Usually we have the truck parked at the entrance, but yeah. So now in the truck we have machetes. We have food. We have all kinds of
That's what I'm
things.
saying. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
something in the truck as well because you never
Yep.
know that truck might,
May not
Hello,
start.
dear.
May
I
not
say
start.
hello. Small. Say again, Anthony. Go ahead.
Oh, it may not start, and then you're in trouble. And
That's
we
right.
are in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm?
I ain't never seen him.
That's Anthony Rubio, Outdoors channel. my
You
wife
don't
said,
know me?
I haven't seen him.
No, this is the first time on here.
Well, I mean,
I actually had my account for a long time, but this is the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time I transitioned it to an outdoors account.
right.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, I've been.
Do you guys like what kind of knife? I know I'm like big into like the knives and collecting. What kind of knives do you use in outdoors? Like, what do you prefer? Like as a light bushcraft, maybe a kindling stuff like that.
I mean, I don't prefer no. I like a fixed blade knife, but I don't prefer nothing. I don't prefer nothing like a big Bowie knife. I mean,
Yeah.
they're nice, they're pretty, a lot of them. I mean, and I had a few, but something kind of small that you can carve with, things like that.
I'll be right back. I'll show you an example.
Feather sticks.
I mean, something as simple, something as small as a little steak knife. See, that's like the
Yeah.
perfect little bushcraft for me. Maybe a little shorter, a little thicker blade. It's like a perfect bushcraft knife.
Yeah,
Food,
I agree.
everything. Like
Yeah,
a little bushcraft knife. Now, you could tell here some of the people on here that it's been worn down from the belt on the work shark, but that would be a
All
great
right, I'm
one.
back. I had to take the headphones out. Sorry, guys. I was going to bring this deal up here.
Yep.
Tom Ritter, he was here with us earlier. I don't know if he's still with us, but everybody check out. There's Tom, and I just see Tom. He said he himself he uses a sharp one, and I do agree with that, Tom. But Tom, I won that from Tom Ritter.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All the Damascus you see on social media now is from Iraq or Afghanistan, but that's pretty cool. It's actually made in America, so it's good quality.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I was gonna say this too. If you
And
guys
this
are
is
on
a
social
handmade
media-
knife.
Yeah. If you guys are on social media, be careful with all the posting groups and stuff that show a Damascus knife. 90% of them are same photos and they're junk. Don't pay them. Don't interact with them. They're scammers.
Oh yeah, I know. I know all about that. I'd say most everybody in the chat knows that.
Oh yeah, it hurts me when I'm on there. I'm like, these people are interacting like it's a scam, and I post like sometimes it's a scam. They don't get it. I mean, it's sad sometimes.
Big Matt makes knives, don't you, buddy?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get a couple of knives that my grandfather made and other knives that I have.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Run upstairs. So for a second.
Tom Ritter designed that knife. All right, Tom. I didn't know that, I don't think. Thanks for that information. Solo Florida is talking about a fixed blade and a machete. Yep. Exactly, Cecilia. Great work on that knife. I do appreciate Tom for sending me that because, you know, he sent me all kinds of fire starters on that giveaway, and I got a video out there on that. But he sent me that knife too, and he didn't have to send me that knife. So I do appreciate you, Tom. You know I do.
Sorry, I was trying to figure that out because Raven Cat was telling me how to do it in the chat, but apparently I'm still not doing it right.
So my grandfather made this one. So he made this one back in says right here. So like Grandpa Roscoe, 1982. He made this.
That's pretty. I like it.
Yeah. And it
I'll
comes
tell you
with,
what. Hey, Big Matt.
Yeah.
You could always,
be careful.
you know, be on the stream with your laptop and whatnot, and you can post links from your phone.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do now, but my battery's almost dead.
Oh, I got you.
It comes with a nice sheet like this, and goes right in there.
That's great.
So,
hey, Miss Cecilia is going to join us here real quick. She's probably going to let Big Matt know something here. Hold on just a second.
Women know everything, don't they?
No, Miss Cecilia does though.
That's
hey,
what
Miss
I mean.
Cecilia.
That's what I mean.
Hi guys, I work on
Go
the
right ahead.
laptop. Okay, I don't use a cell phone or anything else. So in regards to posting pages from a laptop, when you have a tab open, what you do is open up another tab. Like if you're going to search for something, okay, in the address bar, put in whomever you want. If you want Frontier Survival, type in Frontier Survival. When that comes up on the address bar, I'm using a mouse, but you could do it also on your laptop. You highlight the address bar. Okay. When you've highlighted the address bar, you click on it and you goes down to copy. Click on copy. Then jump back into the live that you're in. Okay. And go to where you put your comments. Click on there and then right click to sorry. The first one is you save it, then you jump into this one and you click on copy. Once you've clicked on copy, it will come in where you type your messages, then press enter. And then whatever page that you highlighted will show up on this page.
Okay.
So if you want to try it and it works, if not, we'll go over it again.
I just did it.
Yeah, I see it. You posted Geo's?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. His was the start.
Okay.
I was doing it as you were telling me. I'm like, thank you.
He was
No, sometimes it's harder when someone types it rather than someone says it to you. It's easier to follow, or I find out that way. So, guys, I'll let you get back to it. I'll leave, but I'll still be in the chat.
Thank you, Cecilia.
You're most welcome.
That's a kukri,
my
yeah?
favorite.
Yeah, this one is particular one's from Tora Blades. It's one of the companies that kind of sets the standard for everybody else, and it's the basic service issue 1970s design. It's more of a wall hanger for me, but it's just kind of a cool one. So it's just kind of cool.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also one of their cheaper ones, but by no means is it cheap quality. It's just one of the ones that cost a little less on the website. But you got to be prepared to wait because they're all handmade in Nepal. So
Cool.
yeah.
Arkansas Wildman Survival's with us. How you doing, buddy?
I can't see the comments, so that's why I'm not. I can't see the comments. So
Well, are you on a phone?
I'm on the phone. Yeah.
Well, you should
can
be able
actually
to. Yeah. Go ahead, Big Mac.
down. Okay, you see the picture would be right here.
Yeah.
If you go down at the bottom, it has a little square thing that says chat. Click on it, and then you'll have a choice between private chat and regular chat, and click on that, and you can still see we can still see you, and you can see all the chat, and then you should be able to see us through the chat.
Okay, so just a second ago when I clicked it and I was all over the place, you guys can see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can still see me when I was looking at it like I lost stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna try.
You dropped off a while ago for some reason, but
I clicked the chat button and it took me back to the page and it kicked me out of all the video and everything.
Yeah, you got to watch when you go back. You got to go back the right way. You can't just.
That's probably why. I mean, I'm kind of computer savvy, but I mean, it's not a computer. Well,
hey, I'm not computer savvy. I just learned as I go, I guess.
I mean, I grew up in I was in high school in the early 2000s, elementary school. I can't speak. Elementary school, mid 2000s. 2009, I was in middle school, so I had those big block computers still. So I mean, Oregon Trail games, all that fun stuff, but
yeah,
I still don't know a lot. But yeah, it's just fun stuff. So when you guys go out, how much water do you prefer? Well, how do I word this? How much water do you drink? Do you prepare to drink out there? How do you know how much water you're going to need to drink?
Well, I'm not sure if I know exactly how much water I need to drink. I mean, but I try to make sure I'm near a water source if I run out of water.
Yeah. Makes sense. My brother.
That way I can boil it. That way I can use a live straw. That way I can use a cotton bandana if I have to.
Those life straws are cool. My mom bought one and said to my brother, "You better put that in hunting pack just in case. You better put that in hunting pack because you never know if you go out there and get hurt or something. You're gonna need that one way or another." So.
Right, that's true. But the thing is you got to know what to do for yourself if you do get hurt. Knowledge is number one over gear anytime.
I mean, he's no slouch. I've been going.
I know.
25 years. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wasn't saying anything like that. No.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Me and him have been going. I'm 27. He's 30. We've been going in that outdoors for around 25 years for me, 26 for him. So that's all we know. Keeps me out of trouble.
So I'm saying, I mean, that's somewhat fell by the wayside in a lot of areas, in a lot of places in the States, or even in other countries, maybe. A lot of guys, gals, whatever. It's just. We always were outside. I mean, a lot of times nowadays, I mean, at least I see it here where I live. Some kids just don't go outside at all anymore.
Or when they go outside, they play that Pokemon Go and looking at their phone while they're walking all day.
That's true.
Video game where they catch the Pokemon or whatever it is.
So, Frontier, are you on Twitch now?
Say again?
Are you on Twitch now?
I'm not on there. I don't have any content on Twitch.
Oh, okay. I was going to explain it to you kind of what it was. I wasn't sure. I know you watch hunting, so you know what it is. I was going to kind of explain how it worked, but.
Oh, I know. I mean, I got a Twitch account.
Yeah, so do I.
I go over there. I mean, Steve, he was streaming just a while ago on Twitch. He said he's going to play a little while and then stop in over here.
Yeah. That Twitch is interesting. I first found it because I was following this lady on from Brazil that does guitars and stuff on YouTube. Then she was like, "Well, I'm gonna go over to Twitch." So I followed her on Twitch and then been following her for years now. It's crazy. She knows my name even now because I've been following her from the beginning. It's kind of crazy how that works.
It is, yeah.
Even though she's in Brazil and Germany, she knows my name and I'm in the United States. Kind of weird. But
Tennessee Bushcrafter says they take about 32 ounces. Says there are thousands of acres of woodlands and they forage, hunt, and such. It's close to the river. They have a Katydin Pro Hiker filter they've used for over 30 years. That sounds cool.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I always run into. I always run into when you buy older stuff. I prefer like vintage now. Well, vintage could be 10 years ago for some people, but not for me. I'm talking 50, 60 years ago. That stuff is the way it's built is so well. It's so built so well. I prefer to buy the vintage stuff than the new stuff. New stuff breaks, vintage stuff doesn't because of the quality it's built, how it's built. So that's like the army pants. They're built to a standard that not regular pants aren't built to, and they have rip stop and all that stuff in them.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Sunfish Assassin. Guys, are we getting echo?
I'm not hearing anything.
I'm not.
Okay. I heard some kind of feedback here in my headphones or something.
I have the TV on.
Oh, I didn't hear no TV. No.
No, okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, you know.
Oh, I know.
New to all this stuff.
So I guess you've been trapping. I guess most of your life, but you decided to start putting it on YouTube, huh?
Well, I've been trapping for 10 years. I've been fishing most of my life.
Right. Okay. Fishing.
Yeah.
Now, don't be afraid to throw any fishing stuff out there on your channel when you can.
I'm sneaking it in there. You know how Huntsman talks about like doing little snippets here and there?
Right.
Snippets of fishing stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I did a half-hour talk on steelhead fishing. So
Raquel says she's offended. Not vintage. What's going on there? Not vintage. I'm not sure.
You know, hey, vintage. I'm vintage. I'm vintage. All right. I may be young, but I consider myself vintage. I like old school stuff.
Oh yeah.
You can't get offended. You got to take things lightly. Everybody, you know, everything with a grain of salt nowadays. Even what you hear all over the place, always a grain of salt, and do your own research.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, right?
Yep. Because everything someone's going to tell you is partly true. You got to figure out if it's fully true or not. Mostly. Oh, that Tom, I hear you.
Troll. Who's trolling?
Oh, I got one of those earlier on my live feed today. Woo, it was bad.
Big Matt gets trolls all the time, don't you, Big Matt?
Mm-hmm.
So I was live earlier, kind of talking about this stuff and just going over like a couple stands and stuff that hold traps. His kid gets on this, 19 years old, from Kazakhstan, in the Middle East. From Kazakhstan in the Middle East. He says, "Hi, how are you?" And he starts talking to me, and he says he uses his eagle to hunt rabbit, and he's been doing it for 10 years. They fly off his arm and hunt the rabbits and bring the rabbits back to him. And I was started talking about like out here that used to be called falconing, you know, falconing. You don't hear about it much, but it's such a cool, you know, subject and stuff.
I mean, that's what we do here in Kentucky. I mean, if they're rabbit hunting, I mean, there's dogs with them.
Mm-hmm.
Beagles mostly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got coon hunting, you know, like the Walker coon hound, the black and tan, blue tick, red bone coon hounds.
It was interesting talking to him because I kind of worded, I was careful how I worded it, but I was like, so how did you learn to speak and write English if you're in Kazakhstan? You know, because some of that stuff is, you know, it's kind of foreign and hard to learn without going to college. He says, well, I rode my horse 11.5 miles to go learn it in another town. I said, 11 miles on the horse. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. It kind of caught me off guard when he said, "I'm from Kazakhstan. Nice to meet you." I'm like, "Nice to meet you. I guess I'm reaching halfway around the world today."
That's right, Mandy. My wife, she's talking about my father-in-law, her dad. He loves rabbit hunt. Yeah, we got beagles. We got beagles over here next door.
Yeah. Oh, I had a beagle for a while. Great dog. Great dog. Miss that thing. I miss it so much. The ears are so soft. Just had the white tip tail like the show dogs, but perfect rabbit, hunting dog, everything. One of my first dogs I've ever had.
Miss Cecilia, who you got your eye on?
Uh-oh. What did I do?
I'm not sure what that's about. I was trying to look back in the chat. I don't know.
Do
She's
either one
got
of you
her
guys
eye
hunt?
on one of us.
There you go, Tennessee bushcrafter.
Go ahead, Big Matt.
I was saying she's got her eye on one of us.
Yeah. Do either one of you guys like hunt besides just going out in the like bushcraft?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I like to do all kinds of hunting. I like to even just squirrel hunt.
Yep. For me, I want to be in the outdoors. I want to be in the woods. I've seen what's happening in Portland. That's 20 minutes from me, Portland, Oregon, and I'm like, don't want any part of it. Last night they hit 1,000 shootings in Portland this year. That's crazy.
Where's the troll at?
But I'm 20 minutes away, and it's a different world out here. It's so weird. People hear about Portland, they just ruin the state. 20 minutes away, it's a completely different world. But I don't go into Portland at all. I stay away. They banned open carry and concealed carry in Portland.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is
We have
kind of
that. We have it here in Texas too.
Yeah. I'm
not seeing a troll.
I'm in a nice spot because where I live. I can go an hour to the coast and I'll hit the ocean. 20 minutes to Portland and an hour and a half down to like Salem, which is the capital of Oregon, and so I'm kind of up in the northwest corner. I can go up to Washington, 15 hours I think, or 7 to 15 hours depending on traffic. I could be in Vancouver, British Columbia, so kind of right around a good area. But I don't like the state without getting into it. But try to keep the politics off of you know what I mean?
Yeah, Marino, I'm sure it is a troll she's got her eye on, but I didn't see no troll either, like Big Matt said. John H. from Scotland, he said he's going to bed. Thanks for stopping in, John. Appreciate
That's
you.
about right. I mean, that girl in Brazil, it is what, 5:30 here? It's 9, 10 o'clock there, I think, in Germany right now. Right around this time, they're going to bed in England and stuff. So.
She may be talking about Marino.
Marino, what did he do this time? I loved it when he was on. He was a good dude.
All right, we're going to I'm going to post the chat or the link there in case anybody else might want to jump up here for a second. Then we're probably just going to go maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 more minutes. We'll probably call it a stream tonight.
Yeah.
Marino said buzz off.
Hey, Marino, I just dropped your link for you.
And he wants you to buzz off.
I know, right? He's always mean to me.
Tough love, I think it's called. Tough love. Maybe.
He is.
I might get some flack from Marino for saying the love part, but who knows?
I don't know.
No, and if y'all don't have Marino's Mysteries, y'all go check him out, man. He's doing some really interesting things over there.
It was interesting when he was on here and he was talking about one of his coworkers or something like that said, "Oh yeah, you need to get on YouTube." He's like, "I've never heard of YouTube. I've never been on there." I'm like, if you bring value to the site, why not? There's guaranteed people to be interested in whatever you're into if it's interesting.
Right. Yeah, Marino, he's doing a giveaway, isn't he? Once he hits 100 or something like that. Or what is it? I know I watched the video. I can't remember what it was now. Yep. Miss Mandy's up late. So everybody should be proud. That's my wife there. She says she's
a wonderful woman for putting up with you.
Yeah. We appreciate her staying up.
Hey, she's a wonderful woman anyway.
Yeah. For me, I'm single, and I always say, it takes a special woman to love me. It takes a
Yes.
special kind of a woman.
Marino, when he hits 100, is giving away it's some kind of game,
No.
like for kids.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a Wii.
Yeah, Wii. Yep. Giving away a Wii. He says it right here.
Hey,
There you go.
I remember when those things came
Well, I
out.
forgot what he called it.
People were playing with the Wii system, and they're doing all the stuff right, and they're throwing the controls and breaking the TV. Do you remember that? When this came out, people were like, doing stuff and dancing, and controls were flying and breaking TVs and stuff. That still makes me laugh.
Hey, Big Matt, Mandy said, ain't that the truth?
Well, she's a good person because she puts up with me too.
He's putting up with me right now, so I can't argue with that.
There you go.
And I talk a lot.
You done good, Anthony.
I try.
I mean, I'm getting an echo myself. I'm not sure if anybody else is. I can hear it.
Hello,
I can
Tina
hear it.
Ladybug.
Hey,
There's
Tina.
a slight echo there when we talk.
What's that, Anthony?
Where when we talk and we're done, or we move to you, there's a slight echo, or move to Matt, there's a slight echo as we start talking. That's about it, all I hear.
Okay.
So I think that just has to do with the connection through all the free devices and then the servers and stuff like that.
You're probably right. There you go.
I had a friend mention that one of the sites I work with, it goes from Canada to the Midwest to California, and then before all that, it goes to everybody's devices. But from her device, it goes through the route to California, and then from there out to the world. So it has to go through all those different points, so it affects the service.
I got you.
So
Hello, Miss Irene, the field guide. Good to see you.
kind of interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Because you don't think about it,
Yeah, I think I figured out what the echo was.
What's that? Oh, yeah?
I had my tablet out and I didn't have it all the way down.
Oh, okay. Who else came
You guys
in
have
here?
any other hobbies? Do you ever go out in the outdoors and like collect rocks, like out there, polish them, pluck rocks off the beaches, stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, if I
Like
see
that?
an interesting rock or anything like that, even if it's just a piece of woods, I'll bring it home or like foraging for, wild edibles,
Yeah.
it's something, different things like that.
I was reaching out to a
Trying
company.
to look for flint.
Yep. I was
Church,
reaching out to a
stuff like
company
that.
that like trying to get a deal with my YouTube. I'm like, I do a little bit of everything. They're a big company, so the bigger the company, the harder it is to get in with them. You got to kind of fight and get in. One of the big companies that I have sponsored by, if I email them directly, you don't get a response. So I went to one of their companies that they bought out, and then I emailed them, and I got through to them. So I had to go like around them and get into them. But it worked. It worked.
Right.
People also think with sponsors that you get free stuff. What happens is let's say for the public gets a 15% discount code. You get like a 35 to 50% discount code. But that's what you get. You don't get free stuff, and that's a big misconception in the sponsorships and stuff world.
Mhm.
You don't get just handed stuff.
Check this out. I got that a while back. Failed to stream the Total Outdoorsman Manual.
Wow. Field to Stream, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've read some of it. It's a pretty good book. I mean, it's not just, it's just total, anything about the outdoors, hunting, fishing, or whatever,
Yeah. Field to Stream has put some good stuff out there.
Yeah.
And it's nice because some of the stuff isn't like falling off the end, like it isn't getting sucked into kind of junk. It's still quality content, if
Right.
you will.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of problems out there now. You end up going with these companies and the quality falls off or all stuff falls off. But when you find somebody that keeps the quality, it's nice.
That's right, Tennessee Bushcrafter. That's where I got that book, was Ollie's. Guys, we got the wife. She's wanting to join us here. Say hello to Miss Mandy.
Hello,
Hi,
Mandy.
guys.
Hey, how's it going?
I just got on
You
here
ever
to say
take-
good night.
Okay. You ever take her in the outdoors?
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always preach on my channel because I've seen enough people floating down the river, women where they're freezing. I always preach warmth. If the woman's not cold, they're never. If they're cold, they're never going to go down the river or go outdoors again. Always keep them warm. I like they become miserable. It becomes a miserable trip between.
I like to kayak.
Yeah, kayak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's past my bedtime. Big Mac knows this. I'm usually in the bed by 7.
Around here, when you float down the coastal rivers, you're floating on the river for 7 hours, and you're not getting off on the bank to go to your truck. So you have what you have on you. So when you're warm, if you're warm when you leave, you need to stay dry. If you don't stay dry, it's miserable for them.
Oh,
So
I don't know. I don't complain a lot.
Yeah. I
I'm
was the same
country
way.
and cornbread. I don't care.
I went down with a guide and I was out there for 7 hours. I had 3 sweatshirts on, 4 long sleeves and a short sleeve and a jacket, soaked to the bone. The guide looked at me and said, "Why are you complaining?" I said, "I'm not going to complain. This is fun. I love this trip. I'm not going to ruin
See?
my trip with you. I'm not going to ruin my
That's good.
relationship with you."
That's
Like-
good.
Yeah. He just didn't, it blew his mind that I didn't say a peep to him about it. I've been in the outdoors my whole life. I've had it where you're so cold when you move your hands and you get in the truck, you can't move your hands faster than that because it's so cold.
Yep. I got to get
Jefferson
up
Einstein
early.
tells you hello, Mandy.
Hi.
Jefferson Einstein said, "Hi, Miss Frontier."
Howdy, Jefferson.
And Victoria May, Life Unfiltered.
I don't know. Well, hi, Victoria. I only know very few. I know the Huntsman, Big Mac, Miss Cecilia,
Mm-hmm.
Irene, Tom, Greg.
You
I know that
Jefferson?
one feller that I don't really care for. I don't mention him much.
Don't mention him then. Because then if you say that and you mention him, then you're in trouble.
I don't get in trouble.
That's good.
Look here what Marino said.
I wasn't going to say
Oh,
nothing.
wow.
What he
I know
said?
you wouldn't.
cold. That's cold. At least it, at least it's
Listen, I took a shower and my head's wet. I'm ready for bed.
At least Frontier keeps his beard real nice. Mine's all wonky.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's
What?
groomed. It's groomed.
Oh, 'cause he's ugly?
No.
Is that what that means? Big Mac, help me.
They're saying that's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what Marino's saying. He said, "I don't have
Well,
the look."
Marino's pretty smart.
Yeah, he
Have
is.
you, hey, Big Matt, have you seen Heath with the clean shaven face?
I've never seen that.
Big
I got-
Matt has.
I got some
Oh, well.
videos.
I don't need to
Have you-
shave. When I shave, I look like a baby, and that's not good.
Some of my earlier
Heath
videos.
looks 20 years younger.
Yeah. I look
Some
like I
of-
could be 16 when I'm 27, and that's not good. I don't want to get carded when I go to somewhere.
No, I
Just leave
love
it on
my
there.
Heath.
I love you too.
I love everybody. Ain't
Well, we
nobody
appreciate
better than
you
me,
too.
and I ain't better than nobody. I was raised that way.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
still scared of my mommy. If I treated somebody differently, she'd still beat my butt.
Yeah. We're always our mother's babies, but man, will they crack the whip on you?
Yeah,
Figure of
you
speech
can't do
doesn't
that
do
nowadays.
Figure of speech for the people that might get upset.
That's right. Go
Good night,
listen to
Tom.
Tom McDonald.
Yep. You never can be too careful now.
You want to hear truth? Go listen to Tom McDonald.
I love him so much.
There you
Oh,
go,
it's
Big
great.
Mac. Go listen to Tom McDonald.
You look at him, you're like, this guy's, he's not going to be the way he is. And
Ain't
you
somebody
listen
I
to
ever thought I'd listen to. But
What was
boy,
her name?
howdy.
Yep.
Well, that's
So
not
what's
saying
going
much
on
because she
so much?
listens to me
Big Mac, I love ya. Where's your wife?
at church.
Aw.
On a
So you're
Wednesday?
home- Are you home alone?
No,
You got the youngins?
got one of them.
Church
The
on a
other one go
Wednesday.
with
I thought
her.
church was Sunday.
You
That's
can go
the
to
main
church
day
any
of the
night.
day.
That's true.
Wednesday nights is for kids camp and stuff like that.
Oh. My on Wednesdays they go and sew blankets for the homeless, like quilts.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
Yep. Yep.
That's real good.
Yeah.
My daddy's old Baptist preacher.
Yeah. See, my
You guys
grandparents are
might
Baptist
get to
too.
meet him. I'm trying to get Heath to let him be the first person on that Tales from the Holler.
Yeah, you should, Heath. That'd
If
be
you
awesome.
think that I'm funny, you've
Oh,
got
I
to
can
meet my
imagine.
daddy.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'll all be in there. We'll have some great stuff all the way around.
Who knows? Maybe we
Heath,
might
you upload a
surprise
video,
you
you upload
this
on YouTube.
Saturday.
I mean,
You
you
don't
never
know
know.
YouTube,
You never know, that playlist could morph into a whole new channel.
If you upload him on there, you need to upload him on YouTube. Because if he's as funny as she says, it's going to be a huge hit on YouTube. I can guarantee
You
it.
got that right.
So
I like to have my own channel. I like to watch these cleaning channels. I'm weird.
that's not weird. That's awesome.
I watch you all, and then I watch people clean their houses.
There's tricks out there that you learn to clean the house that you would never thought of.
Well, not really. I clean all the time.
Well, I mean,
Hey, it's
you really
rambling
pick
with
up a
the
product that you
brooms.
never thought you would use.
Howdy, rambling with the brooms.
Hey, Ramblin'. Game Foul Outdoors just joined us too.
Well, who's that?
That's
Game
another
Foul.
channel.
What's that supposed to mean? Big Matt, tell me who that is. Oh,
I
he
thought
ain't
somebody
gonna
before,
tell me.
but-
He's like,
Well, I don't know exactly who it is. I know it's Game Foul Outdoors.
I think it's Anthony Rubio Outdoors. He can out-talk me. What do you think,
Hey,
Big
Uh-oh.
Matt?
and you said my name last
You
time.
see him
Papa.
lurking,
It's
don't you?
Italian. People can't pronounce it.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah,
He talks a lot. I know that.
It's Rubio, ain't it?
Nobody can pronounce it right,
Oh,
but you did.
did
You
I?
did pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, give me a cookie.
Hey,
Well, I
there's
don't have any. I'll
Mr.
give you one. But
There's the
he might
Huntsman's
kill-
with
or
us.
he
Good
might
to see
kill
you,
me.
Huntsman.
Hey,
He might kill me.
Huntsman.
Hey, Huntsman.
I'm a
He's
big
my-
fan
How's
of
it going,
his.
brother?
I tell you what, I fangirl whenever he comes on. I love him and Courtney.
He's a smart man. With his videos, he's a smart man. I can tell you that much. I learned a lot.
He's
from
just
him.
a truthful man.
That's true. Very honest guy.
He'll
And he-
give it to you straight.
Yep.
He backs it up.
There's
He
no.
backs it up. He's got the
BS
proof, the facts.
with him. It's like when you meet somebody and they tell these tall tales. Then you go in the house and they have the whole room full of trophies that they've killed, and you're like, no way that's true. And then you find out all the stories are true. He's bigger than
Yeah,
life and
well,
all
I
the
got
stuff
some
he says is
people
true.
that I know that'll tell these tall tales and they start believing they're tall tales.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
I have
they
an uncle.
can't remember which tall tale they told. So they tell so many tall tales they don't know what they told.
He says,
Oh,
my
you
uncle-
are not, Huntsman.
I have an uncle that.
Well, you
has a whole
kind of
trophy
are, but
room.
that's why we love you.
He talks about like killing bear with the handguns and all this crazy stuff. Then you go in his room and it's right there, and then he has a handgun over there, and it's like, that's crazy. The stories are true. It's almost so outrageous you can't believe it. You don't believe it, but it's true. Huntsman's just awesome.
You're very hyper, ain't you?
ADHD and ADD.
I love it. I think I got a little touch of that. I go, phew, 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 phew. Squirrel.
ADD and ADHD.
Look at Big Matt back there just sitting there. We done
I
back
wish I
there,
was
Big
like
Matt.
that. Didn't talk, he just was
I'm
quiet.
just listening.
Ramble with the Brums thinks Miss Mandy would out-talk everybody.
Well,
I don't
thanks.
know. If, this is our
You-
first
you
time
need a
hanging out on
channel.
here, so I don't know. Mandy might have her match made.
Well, I'd have my match.
Because I might be able to out-talk you.
I don't know. I can just talk. I just like to talk. I think I'm an old soul. I can just talk about anything. Whenever I was little, I'd just sit with the old people at the table and just talk.
See, I could go up to just about anybody in a grocery store and start talking to them and have a conversation. Wholehearted
Oh, now you
conversation
better
on
watch
stuff.
doing that. Some people's weird.
Well, that's true. I mean, but the majority of people go up to them like, hey, how's it going? You just talk to them for days. I've
Some
called-
big fat boy cussed me out one time because he said I was too nice.
What?
Well, I think
He
we need
did.
to
I
take
was
him
at
back in
work.
the
I
holler.
hold my hand to God. He did.
Wow.
That's
And that's
right.
all I did was I
think we
said,
need-
hi, how are you?
I think we need to take him back in the holler and see how.
Well, I thought
he
Heath there
Southern
was just
justice.
gonna lose his cool. Heath was Heath was my boss. But
Southern justice or old-fashioned butt whooping.
that boy had problems. I had to really,
yeah.
I was like, well, this is his problem, not mine.
How can you tell somebody being too nice? The world needs more nice people.
I don't know, but it kind of broke my heart. But now I just
Yeah.
don't care.
He must have a lot of evil in his soul to be saying that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know. You never know what somebody's
Yeah.
day's like. So,
But I mean, that could be also because trauma from the past. It could be all kinds of things.
eh.
So. I know
I'm just
I'm blowing
interested.
Matt's ear off over here, just blah 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 blah.
You're
blah,
just
blah.
listening, Matt. Matt, join in the
Oh.
conversation.
I don't even know if I take a breath between comments.
You don't. You sure don't. Who was it said that I could out talk them all?
Y'all,
I'm
y'all
trying,
right
but
there,
I'm out of breath.
y'all are talking
Because the
enough for the
Rubio
rest
Mandy
of
show.
us.
You gotta
What
sit
now?
down.
Hang
said,
on, I gotta get a sip
He's
of my
talking
Miller
enough for the
Geller.
rest of us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm taking up all your good Austin, Matt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? How was yours day? Mine,
Good.
was kind of bad. I had a belly ache.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I left work early though.
Well, that's a good thing.
We had a
Yeah.
pretty
No,
busy
not
day at work
really.
today.
Mm.
Hey, if you leave work, then you don't make money. That's not good.
That's true.
And if
Money's
he gets money,
not
then
everything.
he can spend it all.
Exactly, Big Mac. Me and Heath work 6 days a week. We ain't got time to spend money. we come in every evening and we're like, hi, how are you? We take a shower, might eat a bite, and we go to bed.
Mhm.
Well, I go to bed. He lays down beside me and then he's on the YouTube.
I'm guilty of spending way too much time on YouTube over the years. I just come on here to learn stuff, suck in as much as I can, and
Well, that's what you got to do.
yeah.
You know how you learn? You get out there and you get your hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Oh,
you
that's-
learn.
Yep.
That too.
Can you all do me a favor? Convince my husband to buy me a little pygmy goat.
We'll get you one.
Hey, Heath,
No, you said I couldn't have one.
Heath, I got the fermented corn out back if you want to feed him some corn.
There you go.
I really want one.
Yeah, she's been wanting a goat for a little while.
Tell him what you
Go
told
buy.
me.
Goats are so sweet.
I said the goats are too wormy.
But then tell him what you told me.
Heath, that's why you got to give him the dewormer shot.
Here's what he
You
told
know-
me, y'all. He said, if you're going to get a goat, get one that'll work for us.
Yeah.
Well, they all
Well, I
work for
wanted
us.
that little pygmy goat because it's cute.
Well, you know, if you got one though, he would probably become bear poop.
Oh, Lord.
Matt,
I'm just
That's
saying,
evil, Matt.
y'all live in the bear world,
I know.
There's a few
Hey.
around.
Hey,
and you
goats
can't
I
bring
want
them
him
in
to
the
get me
house.
some meat chickens too.
goats can kick hard. Just saying. Goats can kick hard. So,
Yeah. Goat,
The husband wants a pig.
bear.
I
but they may
do
not kick
too,
as hard as a
Steve.
horse, but
Does he want a
That's
pet pig or does he want one to eat?
I think one of both for him. I don't know.
Miss Cecilia wants to know if we have space and time for the goat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it to work with me.
I don't, but I'll put it in the backyard and piss off the homeowners association.
I can take that goat to work with me, Miss Cecilia.
Yeah.
I've kidded my parents putting a horse in the backyard growing up. It's a small backyard, but I live in a neighborhood. They may not like it, but what? What are you gonna do? Tell me to get rid of my animal?
And
Well,
I
if
agree
Steve's
with the
wanting a
husband.
pig for a pet,
I agree with the husband.
I
He
guess
says
so.
pigs make very good pets. They do.
They do.
And
they
If
also
you
make
get in-
good bacon.
Yeah.
if you get into that survival situation, just saying.
I got
Yeah.
a friend on the coast up here that has a little pygmy goat and or not pygmy goat, but a pot-belly pig. She walks around, follows her everywhere.
Yeah, I see them on a daily, well, not on a daily basis, but maybe once ever, how
Mhm.
many months each? About 4 months.
Right.
Am I not allowed to say that pigs make good bacon?
Well, yeah, you can't hear.
Well,
That thing
I like to eat.
It's in a
We don't
way.
care.
It has that way to give him an opportunity to get awarded.
It does make good bacon. I mean, that's a
Basically,
fact.
basically, Rich, I gotta stop talking, right?
Is that a fact that pigs make good bacon? So we're all about facts here. So there you go.
Well, if they don't make good bacon, then where do they get bacon from?
That's
Here's
right.
a fact for you:
Thanks, Matt.
if you feed them
Matt's got
apples,
my back.
And have you ever eaten turkey
apples?
bacon?
If you feed the pig apples, then they kind of taste like apples when you cook them. Not apple, but they taste like it. If you feed them garbage meat or garbage food, the meat won't taste good. So what you feed them dictates how well they're going to eat.
Well, my papa fed him slop
Put
whenever
some
my
apples in
mommy
it,
is
it's like
growing
oatmeal.
up.
Put some apples in there, it's pretty much oatmeal.
People back in the day lived longer.
Yeah.
They didn't have all this processed food. There's
Oh,
Marino.
sheriff's in town.
Hello.
You eat pig.
How's it going?
I think pigs make the best bacon.
Thank you,
Well,
Marino.
I don't know. I mean, the Huntsman says mushrooms make the best bacon.
Oh,
I don't like mushrooms, Steve.
Oh,
I don't like
shiitake.
mushrooms, but I'll go pick Chanterelles in the forest and eat them, which is kind of odd.
Shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake.
Like the Great White Ninja with Chris Farley, where he's the guy that suddenly starts laughing hysterically. Have you seen that movie? The Great White Ninja?
Tennessee bushcracker said the best pork is finished on acorn.
The what?
yes.
The what?
The
Oh, you're
best
talking to me?
pork. I mean, if you feed a pig, or you finish it on acorn, it makes the best flavored meat. I guess is what he's
Well,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you look nowadays at all this processed meat, Lord help us.
And some of the meat comes from China.
I'm
That
sure,
makes me feel real good about myself.
And
I'm
then
sure it does. Or it does now, anyway.
the farmers are getting ripped off. They got like 500% inflation. Once they go to the store, farmers get a small cut, and stores make all kinds of money off of it. The farmers are mad. Very mad.
Okay. Not Huntsman. Heath.
Yeah.
Now you got me on this questions to know you better thing, kick.
Yeah.
How come you haven't answered the questions yet that I challenged you to?
I don't know. Did I miss them? I must
I
have missed them.
emailed them to you. I got a video on it.
Huh? I didn't
I
see
made-
it. I'll have to check that video out.
You got to watch it to the end. You've been tagged in it.
Okay. I'll go check it out because I sure didn't know.
You made me make the video.
Oh, did I? How did I do that? Oh, yeah, I said do it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Because you commented on mine on my 40 question challenge. Okay. But I didn't see that you tagged me in anything or a video, or I must have missed the email, but I'll go check the video out.
So you don't watch my videos to the end,
Oh!
and you don't read my emails.
That's a good conclusion to have, right?
Okay.
But I apologize. Hey.
Send them to me, Marino. I'll check them out.
I will do that next time.
Now I'm going to have to go over to Moreno's channel, watch it just for the heck of it.
Well, you should already be watching it just for the heck of it.
That's true.
From now on, I will, though. I promise.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't watch my stuff either.
Why?
Oh, because it's goofy.
I thought you were cool because I always said, ain't that a boat? Ain't he sitting in a boat down in like a captain's thing?
See,
real
we
house.
are our own biggest critics. That's why it's hard to watch our own content.
Aren't you sitting in a wheelhouse in some of yours?
No. That's an underground bunker.
Well, it looked like a wheelhouse.
Oh, good. Sweet.
It is, ain't it?
It's the nuclear fallout shelter.
No, it's Facebook headquarters.
Back there we go. That's right.
Has the bleach went to my head? Heath,
What?
don't laugh. Is it?
I'll
It's
try
what?
not to laugh.
Is the huntsman still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Help me,
right there.
Steve.
I'll try not to laugh. I'm failing.
He's thanking Lady Tina, Ladybug. There.
Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
He's thanking Tina Ladybug.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, right here.
We
Yeah, there you
scared
go.
him off. We scared him off.
Scared who off?
Big Matt, your camera's off.
He said, "No, I'm
I
not
had to
really
turn-
here."
I had to turn it off for a second.
Oh, okay.
He's busy.
He's smoking a cigar.
No.
No, he said.
What's the Huntsman drink again? I forgot. I'm a horrible viewer. Sorry, Huntsman. I'm so bad.
Well, I know it, but I don't know if he wants it well known.
Well,
What?
you were
He says
drinking
he's
and-
not really here.
Oh, well,
So-
I'm talking to a ghost. So,
You're not really here?
or as my dad says, I'm talking.
Remember
to
when you asked him if he was still, or you asked if the huntsman was still in the chat? He said, "No, I'm not really here."
See, it's way past my bedtime, and the huntsman even knows that.
He's a pigment of our imaginations.
No, he's always there,
Yeah, there you go.
waiting in the chateaus.
Mm-hmm.
So don't screw up and don't toy with him because he does not play well with others.
The Huntsman's the one when you walk down the street, he's in the corner that will get the guy trying to kill you. He's just gonna jump out, get him, and disappear into the dark. Like,
The huntsman's the one that the boogeyman looks for underneath his bed before
That's
he goes
right.
to bed.
he gives the boogeyman nightmares. After all, he is the Huntsman, right?
Hmm.
Oh, that's
He
a
broke his
good
toy.
background.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you playing with backgrounds, Heath? What
I
are you
am, my
doing?
dear. I am.
Oh, that looks girly.
So I know you guys talk about camo, right? So do you
Yeah.
what's your preferred camo? I know that kind of like the tiger stripe design I've always liked. The kind of like tiger striped and I guess the German military design kind of. But you know how there's like digital camo, and there's like a tiger stripe. What is your favorite type of camo to wear in the woods? Like military
Woodland camo for me. Woodland
camo?
camo, or maybe some kind of mossy oak or real tree.
How
Whatever.
about just a green shirt?
Yeah, that too. Look here. I'll
green shirts,
drab.
brown shirts, they used to wear
Camo's
that.
camo.
OD green right here.
Well, before camo, the camouflage.
How do you
was solid
research
color.
everything? Don't you?
Who?
Anthony Rubio researches everything.
I don't know.
When I get a book, like with products, I look from front to cover and know all the different products in it. I just pay attention to it.
Oh, see, I
History
don't think
nerd and
you
all
see
that
us four others here. I don't think any of us look at books.
Yeah, I got books. Remember I
I
said one a while
look at
ago?
a book
I'm a
Yeah.
huge World War II history nerd. So.
and I carry every time I go into the woods. I make sure I carry a book with me because, well,
Well, it's toilet paper if you need it
They make good firewood.
to make some toilet paper.
fire starter.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have an emergency, get some white, toilet paper.
You can even wash off with a page if you wanted
I
to.
think I have nightmares.
Hey, I've had it where you go to the coast and you're in the mountains and there's no toilets and you got to use your shirt, so they come in handy too.
Yep.
Sure,
The
it's
one
very
and only
handy.
book that I will not use for any of the above is the Bible.
That's what I was
Yeah,
getting
got
ready
my
to say.
Bible-
You
Bible
better
right
not
here.
say the
My
Bible.
right here.
Any other book is fair game.
That's right. That's right. I've
And
lost
back
my
in the
favorite
day, that's
shirt.
all they had.
I've lost a few
All right, I
favorite
got a
shirts at the
question
end of the
for
woods
all
when
of
they have
you
an emergency.
fellas.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is it about all these bushcraft books?
Mhm.
And why are they so stinking high?
Inflation? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have a bushcraft book.
Probably
They're
because the
outrageous.
people buying
They're
them
not
are
all,
That
they're
suckers.
guy's
not all
name.
high.
My
Now,
bushcraft
what's that
book-
guy's
my-
name? What's his
My
name,
bushcraft
Heath?
book is YouTube. That YouTube's my bushcraft.
What,
book.
dear?
What's that feller's name? Got them books, dear.
Who?
Bear.
No, not no Bear Grylls.
Dave Canterbury?
Yeah, that's his name. Like that egg.
Egg.
You know,
The
that Cadbury
Humpty
egg.
Dumpty.
Easter egg.
Cadbury.
I'm kidding.
Cadbury egg. Get Cadbury
Oh,
egg.
you gonna make fun of how I say egg?
Yeah, she says egg.
And I walk on my legs.
Yeah.
That's not. She doesn't say it that bad. I mean, I was in the South not long ago, and it was pretty bad down there. Wait,
Well,
deep
thank
South.
you.
Deep South.
Well, I'm just from the hills of eastern Kentucky.
Well, when I'm talking deep South, I'm talking like Louisiana and then out in the swamp, like way out there, like deep South.
I'd like
out
to
in the
meet her.
Next door to me?
What? You're in Louisiana?
No. Next door to Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right.
You know it now, Anthony Rubio. You know everything else. What's next door to Louisiana?
He's in that
Mississippi.
big state.
Mississippi and Texas. Well, Mississippi's on one side, Texas on the other.
Can't you tell by the accent?
Not Arkansas.
My
His
neighbor's from
name's
Texas,
Big
I can't
Matt.
tell.
I mean, that's not a Canadian accent.
And that's a Jersey or New England accent, maybe.
Canadian.
Or Boston.
I do have a Canadian brother, but that's beside the point.
That is.
Do you?
That is.
I also got a Kentucky brother, and I have family that lives all the way out in Virginia.
I know what he's talking about.
I got a father that's Italian and grew up in New York.
I even got another brother that's not that far from New York.
I mean, I got a lot of brothers, but they're not all blood related. They're just brothers. You know, when you walk up to somebody, hey, brother, you know, they're just brothers.
See? And I also got a huntsman for a brother.
Now that's a cool brother.
There you go.
He's the one that like sits in the shadows and gets the people that are trying. Like he's a shadow hunter. You call him shadow hunter. The huntsman. He's a shadow hunter. I mean, when you watch his live videos, it's kind of dark. You know, it's kind of eerie. You kind of get that like special vibe from him. That's pretty cool. He sets his room up very well.
I decorated heaps.
Yeah.
Who said that that's a room? You know, he does.
I thought it was
He
a
goes
cave.
out into the wild and does lives out in the wild.
I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a cave for the first time. I thought it was a cave.
So what are you doing down there, Marino?
I'm reading the chat there. Raven Cat says everybody's got an accent. I don't have an accent.
Yes, you do.
Maybe the Moreno, I have an accent. I've been told from people me, so hey, Rubio, you got an accent. I'm like, no, I don't. You do. And they're like, oh, whatever.
Oh, I like the huntsman's comment.
What?
I just figured
Yeah.
out how to read them.
I only hunt people who piss me off. It's just the most people that piss me off. Yeah, I got a special treatment for people that bother me too much. I can't say it on here because it may get in trouble. It has to do with lead, so that's all I'll say.
Oh.
Huh? I ain't gonna say huh. I'm sorry. I just didn't hear.
Well, the people that I don't like get lead poison if they mess with me too much.
Oh.
Well, mostly deer, but that's okay.
Oh. Oh.
I guess I'm just a knuckle dragger. I mean,
Knuckle drag.
There's a kid.
That's a good Big Matt.
A kid was arguing with me earlier, and I said, my door's locked for your protection, not my protection. My door's locked for your protection. Maybe you should have come knocking on my door or mess with me, you know. Don't try to say I'm going to come hurt
no,
you or
see,
whatever.
that's what I have my dog for. The dog's not for my protection; it's for yours. Because if you get
Exactly.
past the dog, you ain't going no further.
Exactly. You're past my dog.
So I'm with the Tennessee bushcrafter. I
I
wish I didn't have to leave my holler, but I have to.
See, I have a special thing called medicine that's about that big, and it takes care of business.
Huh? You take your medicine tonight?
No, people that break into my house have a little thing about that
Oh.
big that takes care of.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I'm trying not to break any rules here.
Is there rules?
But then again, Humphreys broke every rule in the book in his life.
No.
He was fine.
Actually, there are no rules. I don't think. And the husband showed
That's
us
right.
that there a while back.
Yeah. They just showed him cutting a deer and it's fine. So
Yeah. Yeah. Some
You
of these
can't
myths.
do nothing no more.
I kind of not saying it's true, but I kind of have a hunch that like some of those bigger channels put this stuff out there for publicity versus the truth. You know what I mean? Then then their friends get onto it and publish it, and then it kind of goes around, and then it becomes somewhat of truth to people.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
with you,
like
Huntsman.
using subscribe. It's,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's a what is it? Strategy to get views, in another word, sense.
Right.
Popularity.
Gimmick.
Exactly. Yeah, gimmicks. Exactly. I don't lock my door. If you want to come in, let them. Leave my door alone.
That's what me and Hayes do. I probably shouldn't have said that on here. But
I don't think. we
Oh
got too much to
really? And
worry
you
about.
work all day?
my mom and dad just live right beside us.
That's right. We got a vicious Yorkshire Terrier.
So here's a story about you said your parents lived next to you. Back in the day when my dad's grandfather came here from Italy back in like 1908, and when they came here, there's a street for sale. They bought the entire street, right? And the family lived on the entire street. That whole street they bought. Everyone lived next to each other. Bought the entire street. 6 or 7
Really?
houses.
Hey,
they bought
Mo
it.
Homesteading. How you
I
doing,
don't think
Mo?
I'd want my entire family living next to me.
That's almost the way it is now.
Is it?
Well, we live by the in-laws and your mom and daddy.
Oh, yeah, but all right, we live next to my mom and dad.
But see, living next to your parents is sometimes a good thing because when they get older, you don't have to travel far to help them.
No, but let me tell you a little secret. I can count on my hand how many times they've been to my house.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No,
If you
because
guys
we
get
always
along,
go to
that's
their
not good.
house. We go to theirs.
My family all lives pretty close. I live right next door to the state hospital.
I love that.
How it comes out.
Evening to you there, Nunya, Texas on the back 20.
None of you Texas. Who's that? They came to you, Matt?
I
think
thought
Jake-
Moreno
I
worked
think
in
Jake's his
jail or
name.
something. I thought Moreno
It's hard
worked
to
in the
remember
jail or
everybody's
something.
first name sometimes.
What'd you
Marina,
say?
I thought Moreno, you worked in the jail or a police officer or something.
Oh, I used to. I used to do all that stuff.
Mo,
I thought you worked on a boat. What are you doing,
No.
Marino?
and Mo saying hi to Miss Mandy as well.
Hi, Mo.
It's funny because listening to Moreno watching him, you pick up on that. Like he's very aware of everything, and that's like a lot of police officers are aware of everything around them.
You have to be.
That's right. You see what he put over there? Brother from another mother. Got family all over the place.
Yeah. He doesn't have to worry
That's
about the people getting out of the sane asylum next to him. He just take care of himself.
Yeah.
And my real direct family.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the chat, Mo?
Mom, I'm live, so my mom just got home. I'm live. Go live in another room. Oh my God. I don't want to live in another room, Mom. She says go live in another room. Okay.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, my mom
Uh-oh,
goes,
we're echoing now.
I'm like, okay.
Well, he's picking up
Now the chat's
somebody
going like
else.
crazy.
Oh, I got you.
My mom just got home.
Did you switch rooms?
Yeah, my mom, go live in the front room. I'm like, okay. She's kidding because it's live. So.
Oh, you live with your mom? So you live with your mom?
Yep, saving money for the house.
How old are you?
Old enough?
Okay.
Hey, my brother lived here another year older than I am, so I still have a year. So,
Okay.
but that's how I compare it for now.
All right.
Well, I think you mentioned your age earlier in the live stream, didn't you?
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Law, when I was 27, I was already married for
My dad lived at home till he was 26. It's cheaper, my mom says.
Yeah,
8 years. I had to do math. I
Born
suck
in-
I
at
moved
math.
out.
Born in
I moved
December
out on my
94.
own when I was about 17,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came back when I was 25, 26,
Yeah.
because my dad lost his job and I had to help him pay the bills.
No, I did
Yeah.
not feed the dog.
I understand that.
Don't let her out. There's squirrel food out there. She'll eat it.
Are you screaming at your mom?
She's gonna let the dog out and put squirrel food out for the squirrels, and the dog's gonna eat it all.
Well, go feed that dog.
My mom is.
If she asks you to feed the dog, don't make your mom do it. You go.
So she asked if I have. Like, have you fed it? And I was like, no, I haven't.
You get out there, young man.
Hey, Texans Down Under said hello.
Hi, Texas.
Hey, that's
So,
the
hey,
big
mom.
man's
No, just kidding.
significant
I
other
think
there.
Texas down under. No, just kidding.
that's the IT advisor of the Big Matt Mansion.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hello. It's Anita, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Anita. Back from church, I guess.
No,
Oh,
she's
I see.
not.
I see
She's
she's
driving.
driving. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, there's Matt's wife.
I only got half of that.
When Big Matt turned 27, they got married. All right.
I'm a little behind. I'm also single, so that kind of sucks.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey,
Yeah, Mo,
hey,
I'm-
more money for me though. Just saying.
Mo homesteading.
Not
I'm
really.
interested
If
in
you were
knowing
married,
what's
you
going
could
on with
actually
you there on the
combine
chat.
that money.
That's true. That's true. I was only kidding about the money.
Oh,
I take my girlfriends on expensive dates. That's not.
that,
you know,
listen, them expensive
Oh.
dates and that money's not everything.
that's true.
He goes to Applebee's instead of Burger King.
Like
Olive Garden,
Applebee's
Olive
on a
Garden.
date night.
Olive Garden, which is like the worst Italian
Swish
food ever.
swishy in the truck bed all the way home.
That's right. And it's squeaky, squeaky, honey.
At least it's not McDonald's. McDonald's date. I don't know if that's the best idea either.
Why?
Hey, it's food,
He
but I
took
mean,
me to McDonald's.
Now you can make $15 an hour now at McDonald's.
I heard there's $21 an hour.
Yeah, I saw
No,
that.
but if Heath
someplace.
Ward took me and bought me a chicken
I guess it
nugget,
depends on where you live, probably.
I'd be just
Yeah.
fine. If he went and bought me a 4-piece nugget for $1 and $1 Coke.
I'll be honest with you, the first date, there's a nice restaurant, right? Second date would be all right. Just test them. It'd be like somewhere like McDonald's. Then
Nope,
maybe a few times later, take them to like a really expensive Italian restaurant.
nope,
See how they react.
nah.
It's
No,
just
Hard,
fun.
Hardee's, that's the most expensive.
That could
fast
be
food
why
place
you're
I've
still
ever seen.
single.
Yeah.
Because that's not what all girls want.
Yeah. Hey, I prefer going to the park, sitting there, and at sunset, just hanging out, and a little picnic. That's what I prefer. It's nice, relaxing when the sun goes down. That's just what I like. But
But you got to
Some
let her
girls don't like
talk. Anthony Rubio.
most
Ooh,
of them
Heath,
scare
why
off
was
anyway.
you on the big screen?
I just messing around.
I scare them off anyways.
Well,
Mine
As soon
and
as,
my
I, as
wife's
soon as I hold a dead animal,
official
like, oh my
first
gosh, they
date,
run
we
away.
went out and went. Did we go fishing or did we go to where did we go? Now I can't remember. I think we
tell
went
us.
fishing. Yep, we went fishing, and I
Nice.
remember the song "Fishing in the Dark" was playing in the background.
Yes. You
I've
and
taken
me
people
went
fishing before.
in the dark.
Lying
A lot
on
of
your
pressure
back
when you
chain,
take people
counting
fishing
stars.
to catch your fish.
Hello, Chunky Cat.
Thank you, Nature's Wild. And money don't make everyone's world go round.
That's right. I
As
know money
long as
don't make
my
money, but
bills are
doesn't make
paid
people
and I
happy.
got food on the table, I am fine.
I'm happy with dry ramen. If that's what they want to eat, that's what we'll eat.
Chunky
Yep.
Cat.
I don't know about that.
Well, I got to find somebody that likes Scrapple, and then it's okay.
What's Scrapple? What is that?
Oh, well, Scrapple is kind of. I better not do that again. I've got a video on it.
What?
Scrapple. I've
Yeah,
heard of
go
it.
check out his video.
We'll have to go watch the
Is
video.
it
on Scrapple.
dirty?
No, it takes a long time to explain just what Scrapple is.
Is it like kind of a little bit of everything in there?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you fry it?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah. It almost.
Well, I like
from the
fried
stuff I saw, it
chicken
almost
liver.
looks like a piece of bread fried, but
It's like fried chicken liver, only it's pork.
Pork. Well, that sounds good. We was just talking about piggies.
Yep.
Matt, why are you laughing?
How many of you eat SOS?
Is
He's
Scrapple
seen the
bad,
video.
Matt?
Oh, SOS. Yeah, I've eaten SOS.
SOS. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's poop on shingles.
That's right. That's doo doo.
Nature's Wild Playground. That was my first date too, and that song was playing when we were fishing. I always said I was gonna.
Crabtree said he left home at 16 and never moved back.
Yeah.
When I escaped at 17, my mother, grandmother, and sister started going to church 3 days a week, and we'd never been to church before that.
You scared
Who
him half to
said-
death, didn't you?
Who said that? You, Marino?
Yeah,
Oh.
Really?
Scared him
never
half to death,
never
baby.
figured that out.
That's strange.
Oh yeah. Well, they weren't right to begin with, but I mean,
Why you need to add that, Marino?
You got her.
To do with
You
it?
got her, Marino. She's down for a cat or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Marino.
Sorry, come back.
What, the numbers going down or something? I'm talking too much?
No, I
Somebody
said,
needs to pray for him.
Well, I said one time not too long ago, I went on Facebook and I said, could everybody please pray for my sister? There's nothing wrong. She's just really weird.
Oh my gosh. Marino.
That's great. Oh, that's
Is
great.
this real life?
No,
Not
it's
for
YouTube.
long.
Great. Because I'm sure everyone's like, oh, yeah, I'll pray that they realize what you're saying.
all right, guys, talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
Where you
Okay.
going?
Well, we got the boss here, so you can go.
That's right.
That's right.
See ya, Heath. You must have to pee.
Hopefully it's not SOS.
Oh, could be.
Could be. Could be.
It's untelling. He's got to walk right past me. That's where he's got to go. Look, watch him walk.
So, that Aussie guy out there is sending me Vegemite that I've got to try.
Vegemite? There's a
Is
lady
that
on
that guy
Facebook
that was on
likes
Big
Vegemite.
Matt's channel?
Which one?
Australia. Is he from Australia? Hey, where's,
There's
he's
a
from
few of 'em.
England.
My
He's from
Aussie
Australia
kitchen.
or England?
Dad.
I have them from all walks.
I've heard
Dad.
Vegemite
I know,
is very
Matt.
salty. Vegemite I've heard is salty.
Yeah, Vegemite salty, and but I've got a twist that probably even he hasn't thought of.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
And
going to do
I'm
it
not-
Yeah,
live?
good luck with that.
Well, I could put it on Scrapple, and that would fix him. But no, I got something that he hasn't even thought of.
Spam?
Oh God, no.
Treat's better than Spam.
Yeah. I'd rather drink creek water than eat Spam, but the Spam I had is super salty.
I like treat meat.
Yeah.
That must be weird. I like all the stuff yuns don't.
So I was in the grocery store the other day and I saw something that a lot of people don't know about. Bread in a can.
What?
Oh, I've seen that.
Old school.
Yeah.
Old school. Bread in the can.
I ain't seen that.
It was like $9. It was like $9 for bread in a can. I was like, wow.
They've
make
got
your
a lot
own
of
bread.
different flavors too.
Yep.
Just make you
Now-
a pound of cornbread.
I mean, at Thanksgiving, we used to get that brown bread in a can all the
That's
time.
what it was, brown bread.
Yeah.
Yep. And my grandmother talked about it once, and I was like, that's kind of cool to see that. People that are, I'll say this without being offensive, the older generation know what it is.
Yeah.
So,
It's good stuff.
not for
Yeah,
her.
I agree with Raven Cat.
What?
Use it to make bake because that's all it's good for.
What is it? That bread in a can or Spam?
Bread in a can.
Well,
Oh,
bread in a
because
can
I
is good
like
survival
Spam.
food. Bread in a can is good survival food because the bread won't go bad.
I'm not a spam eater.
But
Do
you
like
eat Scrabble.
treat? Have you ever eat treat?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I can eat that. I wouldn't eat
Now, see,
spam.
I like the treat better than I do the Spam. If
Oh,
that makes
yeah.
sense. You put
Yeah.
a big slab of onion and some Miracle Whip on that sandwich or mayonnaise.
Okay.
And why
I
is a
have to
sandwich
ask-
always better if you cut it in half?
Because it gets rid of all that outer layer stuff. What are you going to ask, Big Matt?
I was going to ask how many of y'all like potato salad sandwiches?
I ain't never
Right
had
here.
one of them.
I eat them. I gotta
Yeah,
be
they're
careful
good.
with them. If I eat one of those, I gain weight, so I gotta be careful.
I ain't never eat a tater salad sandwich.
How about peanut butter banana?
Yep.
Yeah,
Banana honey or peanut butter honey.
No, Heath, tell them what you learned about the other day.
What's that?
Peanut
Oh,
butter and mayonnaise.
No, Miracle Whip or salad dressing.
Oh, Miracle Whip's horrible. No, that's just mayonnaise.
Somebody said
and
it was real good.
Oh,
So that
good.
No,
peanut
I'm
butter
saying-
and honey, it's really sweet, but it's actually a good combination. It tastes pretty
You
good.
can buy peanut butter already mixed with honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and pancake syrup's pretty good.
How
Yeah,
many
we
of
call
y'all
that-
remember?
Put the pancakes, put the peanut butter on, put the syrup on it. That's amazing.
What,
How many
Big
of y'all-
Mac?
How many of y'all remember back in the day when you could go to the grocery store and get a jar of mayonnaise or a jar of peanut butter that already had the jelly in it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
can
still-
still do that.
yeah, that's still around. They call
What
it
about
Google.
marshmallow fluff?
Yeah, marshmallow
I
fluff.
don't like marshmallows.
See, that's too much sugar, but yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that is
That's
a lot of sugar.
sugar. You're right. That's a lot of dang sugar.
I don't even like cake icing.
I made cake batter the other day and ate it raw. Probably shouldn't have, but
You
was
don't
good.
like cake icing.
Mm-mm.
How can you not like cake icing?
I
exactly.
don't.
She likes dry cake.
It's frosting. I mean,
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
I prefer dry cake over the other one too.
Thanks, Big Mac.
how many of you guys like carrot cakes?
See, Big Mac, you're my brother
I
from
like
another
cake.
mother.
I like
Like
fruit
what?
cake.
Fruit cake? Yep. Yep.
My
Hey,
last
I've-
girlfriend
I've-
was a big fruit cake.
So, what do you guys like on your pumpkin pie? If you eat pumpkin pie, you like?
Oh, I
regular
don't
whipped
eat
cream or do you like
pumpkin
Miracle
pie.
Whip? Not Miracle
Yeah.
Whip, but the Cool Whip. Cool Whip
Yeah.
or whipped cream on your pumpkin pie?
Cool
I don't
Whip,
like Cool Whip or whipped cream.
ice cream.
Yep. I think Cool Whip has a little bit better flavor profile than the whipped cream does.
I'm
Me.
sorry, I'm a pecan pie man.
Yeah.
Yes, Big Mac. Yes, all day, every day.
I'm a
They
chocolate
keep
pie
they
man with
pumpkin.
a meringue that thick.
Oh yeah.
Blackberry and
Yeah, when the
Maryberry pie.
meringue's all right.
Mhm.
Take the meringue off and just eat the lemon.
Apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That pecan pie, that'll kill you though.
Yeah.
Oh, kill me.
The thing with that
Pure
is, if I
dog.
get that, I'll eat too much. I'll eat the whole pie, right? Then I'll be like, oh man, I'm not feeling good.
What about sweet potato pie?
That's how the stuff will kill me. I'll eat the
I
whole
don't
pie.
like sweet taters.
I know.
Nope.
But my
like
mommy
eating
said
squash.
that me as a baby, I would eat 2 jars of it at a time. I said, well, you must have burnt me out because now I won't touch one.
Yep. You eat too much of something, you burn yourself out, then it has to be like I wait almost a year before I get interested in something again if I burn myself out.
But I must have something wrong with me because I could eat chicken liver every day.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I'm good.
Well, have you ate it?
I like
fishing
chicken
bait.
liver.
That's fishing
Have
bait.
you ever eat chicken liver? That Rubio? Yeah.
Oh hell no. That's fishing bait.
Then how do you know that you don't like it?
Oh, that's
It's the liver.
good.
I
You
don't
roll
like it.
that
It's hard
puppy,
to
you
mouth.
roll them in some flour and you fry them up with some onions, some
Oh.
salt and pepper. Oh man,
You wanna-
make
you
your
wanna
tongue
hear
pop,
something
slap
horrible?
your brains out.
I've
Hey,
never eaten chicken liver, but I've eaten hind leg of a beaver before.
And you won't
then-
eat chicken liver.
And that's why I said that. Want to hear something weird?
Did you eat the gristle though?
Ugh. No thanks.
Yeah.
You want
I
to see the
read a
chicken
comment-
bones whenever he gets done eating a piece of
I read a
chicken.
comment the other day.
There's nothing left.
Skinning a raccoon. Got a skinning raccoon. Went to go cut the leg open. Worms came out of the leg of the raccoon. He was like, "I'm never eating that again." Cut
My
the leg
dad used
open.
to. My dad used to break the chicken legs and eat the marrow out of it.
Yep. I've heard marrow's pretty good.
It's
But you
good for
won't eat a chicken liver.
But you
What
know,
about gizzard? What about chicken gizzard?
I've
Oh,
had 'em-
honey, you
I-
could cook them or fry them, and I'll eat them all day.
I had them at the grocery store and they weren't very good, but I bet if you cooked them at home, they'd be good.
Boy, Lord, yeah. Anything at home's better.
I think what they did is they overcooked them and they're like tough and
Miss Cecilia said
No.
no organ
If
meat
they
on
was
her.
tough, they wouldn't cook long enough.
no,
that's probably it.
gizzards are naturally tougher than most, but
Yep.
we have a family recipe. We pressure cook them
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
before we fry them.
Yep.
See-
That's how my
See, the one I had, I bit into it and it was almost like biting into a soft rock. And I was like, that's not right. I
Hey,
threw it
Big
away.
Matt. Sometimes I eat them just straight out of the cooker
Yeah.
without frying them.
As long as they're partially cooked and cooked enough they won't get sick, they should be fine. Then again, you have the people that eat stuff raw, so I mean, maybe I'm wrong in that too.
But see, liver, if I smell it cooking, I can't eat it.
yeah.
But if I don't smell it cooking, I can eat it all day long, and it's actually really good.
See, my
Oh, I
biggest issue with
I
liver
can smell it.
is
and eat
it comes in the
don't matter
it
to
comes
me.
almost in the blood, what looks like blood. Then when you touch it and I mess with it, I'm like,
What do you mean?
can't do it.
Almost looks like blood. It is in its blood.
Blood, but then when you touch it, I can't do it. I've grossed myself out
Well,
basically.
get your mom to make it for you.
My mom won't touch it.
Hey guys, after this live stream is over, I'm going to put a poll in my community section and want to let everybody let me know if you think Mandy should make her own channel.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Mandy making her own channel. One vote here.
2.
She'd do good on lives anyway.
Hi.
Yeah,
Bye.
Cassie's
Oh,
world.
I'm all up here saying hi when I'm over. Should be over here. I'm all like, hi. Do you guys
What'd
do any?
she
This is an odd question. Do you guys ship any products like
I
FedEx?
muted the mic. I said we could cook.
If
Ship
you guys
any-
ship products, don't ship them FedEx right now.
Oh.
Why are you
off topic,
shipping
but
nothing?
14 days for my package is 14 days late because it's shipping it through FedEx.
Hi.
She's not driving anymore.
I said over there I was.
I know. I see.
And what about we? Is this whole how you cook gizzards? There's no
Oh,
we.
oh,
involved.
I said we have a family recipe.
Oh, she got you.
You don't get to
That
say
sounds
we.
like Heath. I swear it
Uh,
sounds like
Well,
Heath.
do it.
Hey, Big Matt's out there ringing the chicken's neck. I know what he's doing.
Wait, you ring
Big
a
Matt,
chicken's
you
neck-
pulled Heath.
Wait till you have to ring it elk's neck off its head. Then off the spine. Wait till you have to ring it elk's neck to get off the the head off the spine. Holy
No,
crap!
that's not how you do it.
Well,
You go get you a road cone and stuff them in there, and you just
My mama, she just go through the
it
yard
keeps
and
them
drain them.
it keeps them from breaking wings and making a mess all over the yard.
That makes
I mean, you
sense.
just chop the head off and cook them.
Got to turn
I'm
that down.
stripping feathers.
Here, sorry.
Hey, Marino, Tennessee Bushcracker said Scrapple is amazing.
Well, have you all ever had it, Big Matt? You and your wife?
I have. It's called bologna.
Oh,
Yeah.
way up there. Yeah, scrap.
Is it, Matt?
So in the South,
I've had
bologna.
bologna. I like it fried. I like it cold.
Yee
But,
Fishing's
hey,
in the house.
tell them what brand you like, though. What brand does it have to
Cons. Yee, howdy, howdy.
The all beef bologna's the best.
What brand?
I don't know, whatever it comes in. I don't. Says all beef bologna, I'll eat it.
Well, I like Kentucky Border around here. That's the cheapest bologna if you burn it black.
I think Tennessee Bushcratcher might be a little behind because we were talking about that a while back. He's talking about SOS now.
He was driving earlier, I think.
It's okay.
Diarrhea
It's
on the
okay. I'm just
shingle.
saying.
Diarrhea on the shingle.
Oh, yeah. We know what it is.
I'm going to fix some smoked sausage tomorrow.
I had a lot to service. A lot of SOS and a lot of rice.
Well, I thought SOS was chopped up. I can't remember now.
Like chipped beef and stuff.
Everybody's SOS is different.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
It's all made a little different.
But there's always gravy involved.
Yep.
There's always a piece of bread, toast, or whatever.
Howdy, Yee.
Yee fishing. Good to see you.
Hey,
He told me howdy.
I see that.
SOS is different
So I
from
told him howdy back.
Everybody's SOS is different.
Okay, well, there's classic SOS. Classic SOS is hamburger and white gravy.
There you go,
There you go.
sister.
I
That's
agree.
it. That's all you need.
But
Sometimes
different
it's chicken.
people make it different.
You're
It's
right.
all the
You're
same.
right.
You know, she
You and
prefers
Heath.
hers over rice.
You and Heath.
I
I tell you and Heath.
You mean
Oh,
like
you-
different spices?
Who likes yours over rice?
I mean, you could use sausage. You could use
Yeah.
chipped beef,
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
with her.
Heath,
Who
let's
likes
talk
it
about how
over
many
rice?
times you've been in the
That's
kitchen.
horrible.
What's that, Marino?
I'm with Texas Down Under. Nobody likes it over rice. What's the matter with you?
Oh, yes, definitely different.
Amen, Marino. And now, Heath, let's get back to you. How many
Yeah.
times you step foot in my kitchen other than to get in the refrigerator and get you something to drink?
Wow, quite a few times. I
Oh,
gotta taste
really?
test stuff. I gotta taste test stuff, you know.
Oh, I like having her here.
Hey,
She tells stories.
I'm
He
not, much,
don't fix nothing.
I'm not much of a cook. I'll tell you right
Wait a
now.
minute. He gets his own drinks?
Yeah. Yeah. Matt, don't.
Matt,
Did you just take that cup from him?
Hey, that's a good segue, Matt.
Matt, you need to give me something.
Matt, you know what I'd have done with that cup if anything would have been left in it and he's done that to me right on the camera? Boy, it'd have been a good show, all right.
The thing is I love my wife. My wife loves me. I do stuff for her, and she does stuff for me.
Well, that's what I
She's
tell
More-
Heath,
most of
but
the
he
time, it's her
complains the
doing
whole
it for
time.
me.
See, that's
Oh,
called
next
marriage.
time, honey, pour that all over his head.
That's marriage.
Here, we'll make this real interesting.
Uh-oh.
Hey, bluegrass trapping. Hello to you, buddy.
See,
Sit down and talk to us, sister.
hello. See,
Hi.
you don't even know what it means when you say sit down. He's got this chair almost all the way down to the floor. I feel like a 2-year-old. Hi.
have to do
So you're saying he has no legs?
I
Yeah, but
can't
that's
believe I
His
made it
head
to 10
doesn't
o'clock.
get chopped off.
No, bless you, Matthew. No, Matt. There are some things he can cook well. All right, I'll say that.
At least
Well,
he
you're in the
did.
dirt now.
Let
You're in
me-
the dirt
Let
now.
me. All right, a pressure cooker. You know they've got those nice electric pressure cookers now. You know the temperature's controlled and everything else.
Mhm.
I went in the hospital once. This was years ago, probably about 9-10 years ago now. Actually, I was in the
Hello,
hospital
Caribou
for
Country.
about 3 or 4 days. I come out. Matt had cooked goulash with all the noodles and everything in it, in the pressure cooker on the stove. Now, it was full probably before he started cooking it. There was this much burn on the bottom inside.
No.
When
Wow.
it was still all there when I got out. So after I got out of the hospital, it took me like 6 months to finally get it back clean all the way down the way that, yeah. Matt,
Oh,
a lot of
Lord.
times Matt's not allowed in the kitchen.
Well, at least he
You
tried
better-
whenever I was sick.
Yes, he
He
did.
didn't clean nothing or
Oh.
cook nothing.
Okay. He did. I had to leave town.
Let's tell us the full story. Don't have to hide anything. Keep those right
This
there.
is good when a story starts off with
Yep.
I had to go help my aunt. Now, there's a whole, it would be a 4-hour live stream just to get into that whole situation of why I was gone. But I was gone for about a month, and he called. Now I'm up and I flew to Alaska, drove down the Alcan with my aunt to Washington, spent 3 months in a pasture packing up all of her stuff. And then we took it back up the Alcan. All right. Now, the fact that it took 3 months to pack her stuff should say something right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite the ordeal. I was gone over a month before Matt called me and asked where the dishwashing soap was.
Oh, gosh.
That
A
long?
month. A
Wow.
month.
Wow.
I would die.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Yeah.
did he only do that because he
No.
ran out of dishes, or what?
You know, there's times because we live on the same property with my parents, and honestly, sometimes there's health issues going on, and like right now, my mom and my dad are up with my aunt because she had a double mastectomy today. Praise the Lord, everything came through fine. My mom has the same procedure, so she's staying up there, for the next week. Well, my aunt Ray, sometimes she has a lot of health issues. Yes.
But you're not telling the whole story because
Which one?
There was almost a full month
dehydrated marshmallows
before
are
I was even
fantastic.
home because my dad was in the hospital.
Admittedly. Okay. He wasn't at the house all the time because his dad had a triple bypass 2 days before I left town. I mean, this was the summer from, oh my Lord, it was insane. It was insane. But my mom, before I left town, this is in 2019, my mom had her double mastectomy. Then Matt's dad had ended up having to have a triple bypass.
Wow.
And then I had to leave town because the plane ticket was, it was insane. But so we wasn't home constantly during that time. But if I'm staying up front and I go home to like help with doing the kids' chores and, the taking care of animals or whatever. But for the most part, I'm in and out. I'll get up there and he will have used a bread knife. Now, Mandy, you may know what I'm not.
I
not
know
a
what you're
butter
talking
knife,
about.
A bread knife to butter his bread because there were no other clean knives.
What?
He used a clean knife.
But it was a bread knife.
He didn't clean any of
Do
the
you
others.
know what a bread knife is? Do you boys understand what a bread knife is?
That's not what we were
Is it
No.
just like on the straight edge?
It's something
No,
you
Big
touch.
long knife.
Yeah.
Anyway, now as Matt just said, he didn't put me on here just to down him. Actually, there's a lot of good
Matt,
stuff
it's
he
kind
does.
of fun because
Fine. That's
at
fine.
least you try to
Perfectly
cook,
fine.
Matt.
He does, and as she just had a point,
I can fry eggs.
Do you have the? Okay,
Well,
he is.
It's not caught up.
I don't know why, but my phone, and he's on a Bluetooth from my phone, and I don't know why, but that one's a little behind, so he's not quite hearing. He's hearing what I'm saying, but it's not up on it. But
I can cook really good.
Sure, man.
Oh,
It just
He
depends
does-
on what it is.
Actually, he can do fantastic brisket.
Ooh,
He
yum.
can smoke stuff. He can do really good fish, things like that. It's just that day in, day out kind of stuff.
Well, he won't even make me a hot dog.
I will too.
I do eat
would.
lobster every day.
So does he boil his hot dogs or what?
I fry eggs for you.
His wife was.
You guys, Heath has a problem. If he can't, you don't understand. If he can't get that egg perfectly round to go on that sandwich, he
I
ain't
won't make my wife hot dogs either.
Yeah, Matt, Matter of fact, when we had COVID back in January, I was the one that got sick 1st. And he actually brought like Gatorade to the bedside and a few things like that. And I think it was kind of the first time that I really remember
Nature's
him
wild.
doing that kind of thing. He just doesn't. But there is, I mean, I do have to say that we're coming up on 14 years.
Next week.
And next Thursday.
Wow.
Wednesday or Thursday. It's 27th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, maybe
And,
we need to rewind back 7 years, Heath.
But you know, something that happened though was during that time while I was gone, Matt did have to start doing stuff. And I gotta say, he started stepping up a lot more with the kids, a lot of things that in the past, it's so easy to kind of just let me take care of it. And my background's business and stuff like that. If it comes to making appointments and doing this and making sure the insurance is right and all that, that's what I'm used to doing. I'm good with it. And he figured I was good with it. Just let me do it. But then when I was gone,
He had to do it.
he did. And you know what? He didn't just do it. He did it well. And when I came back, he still did some of it. I had to actually watch out because there were things I had to be careful not to undermining. Because there were things I was so used to doing. And then he was telling kids to do stuff and it wasn't the way I was telling them to do it. And I had to realize, wait a minute, he is the head of the house. I do need, you know, because that's how we keep it straight.
Going.
You know,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So I did have to hit this point where I go, okay, Anita, grind your teeth, but not in front of the kids. You know? You gotta take a step back and you need to let him be their father, you know. And it really and Matt was turning 39 that year. I have heard before, if they don't change by the time they're 40, then they won't.
Well, it's over.
I'm stuck in my ways.
No. He
Oh,
really
poor
is.
Heath.
Well, y'all know he's a good guy. If I could just get him to
He's
take
a
out the
good
trash.
guy.
Well, sure I am.
We got kids. For
When he's asleep.
Oh, geez.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, Matt
Oh, you're kidding about me, Vic?
works so hard, and it's actually been difficult because he can't do the things that he used to do. And then when all that stuff happened,
We all get there.
and but he's always that's been who he is. He's the big guy. He's the one that carries this and does that, and you know, like he carried 2 and 3 feed sacks at a time.
All the grocery bags, stuff like that.
Yep. I mean, he told me when we got married, you'll never have to lift a heavy thing again. That was kind of like a politician promise, but
Oh, I dropped the mic.
but
Well, we didn't take into consideration the body breakdown.
yeah, no. But the thing is,
Hi,
is that
Becca.
he
Oh,
always
sorry.
was. Oh, that's okay. Oh, hey, Becca. I'm real bad about that. I start losing track of what's going on over there because I just start talking to who I see. All right. Someone had said a while back, oh, those gizzards we were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
You season them in the water in the pressure cooker from the very beginning.
Because doesn't the pressure cooker force you to
That's
do
what you do.
Yes,
and
it
then
does.
a lot of times what they do in restaurants is they batter it. They don't season the gizzard. They just season the batter.
See, mine was battered. I didn't like it.
And
I
then
think it didn't have flavor really to it either.
right. And then they take the raw gizzard and batter it and then fry it. And in order for it to cook all the way through, it ends up being tough. What I do is I put the in the pressure cooker. I put the seasoning in the water, and then we cook it in the pressure cooker. And then after that, we batter it and fry it just long enough to get that outer the batter cooked. And then that's it. And then it's like, I mean, if you've had gizzards, you know, it's a muscle, you know, but it's a different texture than your other chicken muscle. It's a denser muscle. And you do it that way, and you bite into it like biting into a candy bar. It just kind of goes, oh, it's so good.
Oh,
But,
honey.
That's awesome.
My mama didn't even use a pressure cooker. She just bowled them. Just boiled
Right.
the far out of them.
Yep.
Mhm.
And what I like about the pressure cooker is, first off, it's faster, but it does help
Mhm.
tenderize it some too.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
pushes that in and it tenderizes it. It's so good.
A lot of
And
the a lot of the outdoor channels when they make a little batch of like outdoor feed or something, they need to boil it to plump it up like corn. They put it in the pressure cooker and it takes like a quarter of the time.
Yep.
So it's
Exactly.
quick. So
Yep. It is. I love pressure cooker.
Mhm.
You gotta understand how it works though, and be
Mhm.
careful with it.
Yep.
'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
you can get
Blow you up.
There was remember the Boston bombing? Remember that? That was a pressure
Yep.
cooker. So you
absolutely.
got to be careful with them. They can, obviously there's other stuff in there, but it can be
For
dangerous.
the United States, yeah, that's a pressure cooker.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, but
I love
That's all
that.
right.
I was trying to
They're
see.
funny.
I'm trying to see Marino's background tonight because he's not in the
Looks like
space
he's
station like he
in his
normally is.
kitchen.
He's not in the
living room.
boat.
Okay, is that like your real house? No,
He don't
Look
live
at
in a
the living
house.
room.
oh, okay. Is it a tent?
He don't
Is it a
live
dream tent?
nowhere.
Oh,
He lives out in the
nice.
woods.
He's probably
No,
underground
I'm
or
just
something,
kidding.
an underground shelter or something.
They've confused me all night, Anita.
He has to have something where he changes his background like a green screen. It has to be a green screen.
Yes. Oh, yes, but still, it's still cool.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yep, exactly. To Tennessee Bushcrafter, we can make pintos in pressure cooker in 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
The only thing is, when I do it in the pressure cooker, I then take the lid off afterwards. I got to cool it down and still cook it for a little while to get the gravy right.
See,
Mhm.
with the corn, when they prep the corn and they do small batches, let's say for carp fish or something, where they pre-bait with field corn, they instead of boiling it for like 4 or 5 hours, then let it sit out for a couple days, they just they put it in the pressure cooker for like 30 minutes and it's plump. Whereas you have, instead of boiling and boiling and boiling and boiling and then soaking it, it's a lot quicker.
The thing it is, it doesn't take long to cook corn.
Yep.
Corn on the cob doesn't take long to cook at all. So,
Mm-mm.
but
Throw it in
put
the microwave for 2 minutes with the husk on it. It's great.
Is
It's
it?
about 5. I thought it was maybe. It depends on the power of your microwave. But
Heath,
considering
you
you're on
could
the
cook
space
in the
station,
microwave.
That's right.
Microwavable dinners, Keith.
yep, it's
Oh, not dinners, just corn.
TV dinners.
Just corn.
we got to where we don't hardly use the microwave over at our house. Is mostly used just for warming up after the days.
Yep.
Okay,
The butcher.
it makes sense.
Yep.
And then so those mashed up beans become the gravy, right?
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's not beans unless it's got ham bone and all that in it.
Yep.
Ham hock.
When you do that, the bone adds so much flavor. I've had it without it and had it with it. I never want to eat it again without the bone there.
Yep. Have you seen some of the shorts I've put up or Matt's put up where you can see raised beans? She makes amazing pintos, but she grew up.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
She was a coal miner's daughter, literally. You know,
I
she
know
grew
it.
up in the
I
mountains.
know it.
Like
You
the
all
song?
make
Like the
cornbread
song?
like I do.
Uh-huh.
Like the song
Oh.
Coal Miner's Daughter.
If you don't make it in an orange skillet, you ain't making a pound of bread.
Hold
Yep.
on just a second. Hey Matt, can you go grab that skillet out of the stove?
There she
Out of
That's
the-
where I keep mine.
Well, it's where you should, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you
I
how
have a
pretty
little
this
baby
is.
one, and then I got
This-
a bigger one.
Matthew, do you know where it's at? Yes, hers are named. We went on a camping trip once, and she took two
Hey,
of her
Heath.
skillets.
It's
Here's,
supposed to
look
be a
at
short
this.
stream, huh?
What's that?
It's supposed to be a short
Oh,
stream.
how
huh?
pretty.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look how pretty, Heath.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's raised that it
Mhm.
gets cornbread made in that
Mhm.
at least 2 to 3 times a week.
See that
I mean-
that's the perfect I can't remember, cast iron skillet type thing.
Yep.
It's deep
Yep.
dish, you can make all kinds of things in it.
Yep.
It's not something that's shallow. It's great.
Right.
If I had to buy one,
That's what we had
that's the kind
tonight.
I'd use.
Well, this evening, whenever we got home from work, I didn't cook it, though. I wish I would have, but I was too tired and didn't feel good. Mommy made, what's that called? Hey, jaw bacon. Well, that's what we called it. Salt bacon. You know
Right.
what I'm talking about?
Salt back. Right.
Yeah. Fat back, whatever you want to call it. A pound of bread, fried
Mhm.
taters, mustard greens.
Mhm.
Then we had onions and bread and butter pickles.
Mhm.
And I'm in love with chow chow. I'd never had chow chow before.
Oh,
See,
really?
we gotta
I've got
do
some.
a live stream
Go ahead.
right before Thanksgiving and just talk about whatever cooking for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that'd be
That's
fantastic.
very fascinating.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Good content.
Yep.
Tennessee Bushcrafter, that you were saying you have a wall of cast iron. I've got a bunch of them, but Matt made me for Christmas, and I'd have to. He's on my phone, so I wouldn't be able to pull it up.
Mhm.
He made me this beautiful. It's what is it? 2x6, Matt? The thing you made me for putting the cast iron on, for hanging up my pots. It's a 2x6. It comes out about yay wide. It's got a bar on it, and then he made S hooks
Yeah.
that slide on that, and then he's got some stable hooks on it. That's what I got for Christmas last year.
Nice.
Oh,
That sounds so handy.
Oh yes, and
Those
with
are the
that,
best
like I
gifts.
said,
slide them over.
exactly.
That's awesome.
The whole thing is since they slide on it like like
A rail?
your yes, but it's
Yeah.
like your
Door.
A pan rack,
no,
skillet rack.
in the shower curtain.
come here.
You know what I'm saying? So it all just moves along it.
Yep.
So if you've got something small, something big, whatever, you can just shift them around.
Mhm.
You
I'll
said
take
seen
some
living.
meatballs, Cecilia.
I
Yeah.
seen that too,
Yeah.
Marino.
Especially if they're homemade and not, it's homemade.
I don't
I
even
don't
care if
care.
they're homemade. I'll eat them.
I'll buy them
Now, see, I like
in the
her.
bag and eat them. I don't care either, but
Oh, I always love cooking different
Yep.
kinds of stuff. We've been trying to get Ray has a channel, but right now she's kind of reserving it as her daughter and grandkids live in a different state, and there are things that memories and stuff that she'll start talking about with growing up in the back and up in the mountains and stuff. And I'm like, my kids are benefiting from hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
Her grandkids need to hear it. So she's putting some stuff up on it, but it's not anything anybody else can see because she's sending the links directly to her daughter. But it was something on 9/11. She did a video and was talking about, because she was way back when in the early internet days when there were chat rooms and stuff.
Right.
And she was running a chat room. She lived not far outside of DC, and she was running a chat room on 9/11. And
Wow.
the FBI came in and said, we are recording all the chat lines and stuff, and you have to keep this open. You can't let it close. And they had to watch for people, because all these people were coming on, and we're all of an age to know what was the feelings that were going through everybody at the time. And she had to monitor all of that, and then dealing with her own issues of what was going on, because she lived so close and they had family there and everything else. So so she's very internet savvy, but she just doesn't do much with it now.
See, on 9/11, I had my dad's family friend, or my family's friend. She's probably 40 or 50 now, but she was in the White House working on
Really?
9/11. She was in the White House when they said you need to evacuate. The plane might be coming. They have to evacuate the White House. No.
Yeah.
So she worked for the Secret Service, then her husband worked for the Secret Service also. So
I was working.
pretty scary stuff.
I was working for a company that where we had high clearances and stuff like that. But growing up in the military, my dad was Army for 20 years, and I was blessed that he retired when I was about 17. And so, and that was back when you could travel with your soldier, so I grew up a lot overseas and everything. We lived in Turkey for a few years and stuff. And when people after 9/11, they're like, I can't believe how there's there's people at the airport, and they're walking around with guns, and you have to go through security, and it's like
they've never been to what is it, Israel or something where they all have machine guns, they're all protecting everybody.
How you
I'm
doing,
like,
They've never been around the world.
Yep. It's like when you're going,
You
you
fall
grow up
asleep.
with it. Yeah. Let me see. I lost. Let's see. Did some canning. Oh, you had mentioned about chow chow, that you'd never had chow chow.
Never until this year. I went to a little festival we have. It's called the Sorghum Festival. And you can tell you're getting old whenever you go and buy spices and chow chow and salsa. And I bought the spicy chow chow. It'll make your nose run, but it's good with soup, beans, and cornbread.
I felt old the other day. I went to the fair a couple months ago, right? And I bought honey. And I'm like, man, I feel old. I'm buying honey instead of like candy or something.
Yeah.
I felt old for a minute.
Well, if I went to the fair, I wouldn't. What would I go to the fair for? A funnel cake?
I mean,
Around here, I mean, the fairs we have, it's like just a little town with a few rides and food.
See, the reason I go is for the animals. And the sad thing around here is they're trying to get rid of the animals.
You get animals at your fair?
It's not a county fair without animals. You know, they're trying to get rid
We
of
live in Texas, a little south of Houston. Believe me, they ain't getting rid of the animals.
Yeah. I wish they would have get them around here, but they keep trying to get rid of 4-H and all that stuff. It's a whole fiasco.
I got you.
Well, that's awful.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for. That's kind of the...
Yeah.
Now, we have a Frontier Days here.
That
is
ain't
different.
Yeah.
We have a Frontier Days, and there's a festival and stuff going on, and then we have all the craft show, and that's where I sell my candy and stuff. And they have a band, and they have a parade and stuff. But the fair, that's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Literally. The fair is that's all about, Matt was riding bulls and stuff at fairs, and he was Mr. 4-H king around here. Everybody
I'm
knew
gonna ride a bull.
4-H, OSET, which is Oregon High School Equestrian stuff, FFA, all that stuff. I have tons of friends that do that stuff.
Yep.
I have more friends that are like farmers, like do their farming stuff, than I do like city friends. I don't have anything to relate to city people that much. So
I understand. We lived all over the world, but we mostly lived in small towns all over the world. I think the only time we lived in a city was when we were in Turkey and we lived in Izmir.
Yep.
But like when we lived in Germany, it was a teeny tiny hamlet in the middle of, it was little.
You've been everywhere.
I can imagine. When you think the United States, we have such big states. Over there, you probably feel like 10, I don't know, exaggerating a little bit, but 10 different countries inside one state here. Like, so
yes, especially if that state's Texas.
Yep.
Let's see. Caribou says, I used to make a lot of money at the fair when I was younger. So I was thinking about that.
You hear about them talk about all the time in England and stuff. They're like, when they learn about the United States, like, man, it takes you how many hours to get across the state? Whereas they're like, you could be in 4 countries, or, by the time you get across one state in the United States. It's kind of funny to listen to.
Well, it's nothing
Thank
to
you,
go
Becca.
from one.
Goodbye.
Bye, backwoods barbarian. It's that there's the flip side to that though too. On the one hand, we can go all this far distance and not have to worry about changing borders and everything else. But the other side of it is, it's nothing for them to know 3 or 4 languages.
Yeah, exactly. Bilingual stuff.
And like, they need to be able to actually function in those languages, not just pass the little Spanish test at the end of the semester.
And here we can't even speak English.
Correct.
Hey, I went to school. I'm from here, and I have a hard time spelling it. All right,
Yep. We used to. I loved when
one of the hardest languages to learn.
I'm sorry, man.
Yes, English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Did I miss something?
Yes, I think we were over talking. What'd you say, Marino?
I just said I was sorry. she's laughing. But they're saying acorns instead of acorns and stuff like that. It's just, English.
She's saying acres or
Flags and eggs.
If I'm not watching our channels here, in our neighborhood that is growing, but as Matt and I are getting to meet people and know these other channels, I love watching some of these reaction videos of people in other countries seeing things about the United States.
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok that does that's pretty famous or known, I guess, for that.
Right. There's a family down in New Zealand, just your classic mom and dad, 2 kids, and they're really neat and they're always very respectful. It's nice to kind of see that, but but when they see how big our military is, how big is that mine?
It blows their mind.
You do that on purpose.
Now
Here's the
time,
question.
Matt.
Ooh, Matt's getting brownie points.
Ice. He says I'm getting awful
Brownie
needy.
points rejected.
Do you know why they call it iced tea?
Because it has ice in it.
Just tell Matt to do it right, and you won't have to keep bugging him.
He's hoping he gets in trouble tonight. That's it.
I've made it to 10:30.
See what
I'm
happens when you
living
have
on
good
the
company?
edge, y'all.
Yeah, we'll probably
You're
give
sleeping
another
tomorrow, Mandy.
10 minutes here or something. We'll probably cut her off here a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate everyone.
Yep.
I mean,
4 o'clock comes early.
Yeah.
We have-
That little guy over there.
oh,
No,
where?
no,
There?
Yeah. No.
Wait,
no. You
I have a
Buzz
bad
That
problem.
one right there.
buzz off.
Is that how it? There. Now I did it.
I don't know over there. I don't know.
Mandy completely left the screen. Do you see that? That's not getting it on there.
Was laughing.
She completely left. Hello, Brainstorm Challenges.
Hey, Brainstorm.
Caribou Country. Are you up in Canada? Caribou Country?
Yeah, he is.
7:30.
That's
They
where
must
he's
be
at.
way on the West Coast.
BC, maybe? British Columbia?
Maybe. But oh, Matt wants his bond back.
Yeah, I know. It's trying
Matt,
to
we
say
don't
it
want
there,
you back.
Caribou.
Just kidding.
The problem is that we can't both be live at the same
Yeah.
time
Mhm.
because of all the you'd hear all the echo and everything else. But what I was going to say with just one more thing.
Matt, be
With-
nice.
With the reaction stuff and everything, we have friends and relatives that live down in Australia.
Mhm.
And with living in Texas, a lot of people don't realize the population of Texas is almost exactly the same as the population of all of Australia.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Right.
So when we're looking at numbers of,
Mhm.
because they freak out seeing our numbers, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, now you do have to keep in mind,
You have the
The-
proportions.
yes, but even if you just compare Texas to
Mhm.
Australia, the
Mhm.
numbers were still a lot higher, and they really can't conceptualize the fact that our borders between states are open,
Mhm.
that we can't close them, because that's what they did. They not only locked down towns or cities or whatever,
Mhm.
the borders were literally closed between their states.
And that's interesting.
We can't do that here. It is not feasible at all for our government, or even, I mean, if they pulled in, if they can lock down an area, but
Yeah.
they would not be able to keep people, like
From going
people
around
saying,
it.
like, stop the Sturgis rally.
Mhm.
It's not going to happen.
No.
You're going to, even if you stopped people from going to that town, if they barricaded it or something stupid like that,
Mhm.
then they would go somewhere else. It's still going to happen.
They're messing with bikers for one.
Right?
Well, yeah, you don't. Do
Where are you
that.
going to tell them to go?
Exactly.
But you can't. There are so many. Just look at the border just between Texas and Louisiana.
Mhm.
Okay, not taking into it Arkansas, Oklahoma. None of that. Just between Texas and Louisiana. Do you know how many roads you can cross that border?
I can't even imagine.
And
I
that's
flew
not
over
counting
coming
the
back from New Orleans,
They
and
can't
there's a
stop
lot of
people
roads.
from coming in illegally. So what makes you think
yes,
you can
and
stop anybody from
right. And if we can't close our country borders, how are we going to close
Yeah.
the state borders? But my whole point is the fact that there's a lot of differences, and people want to say, well, this is done here and that's done there. This is different,
Mhm.
you know, and we have to work within what we have, you know.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm going to let Matt talk. I was thinking I might actually go live tomorrow. It was nice
Okay.
talking to you, Mandy.
You too, Anita.
Mandy needs to
Actually,
get to
I
bed.
think, yes, Anthony, I don't know that we've really met, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Marino, I've actually missed you a bit recently. I haven't been on lives with you recently, so I've missed you.
Well, it's nice somebody missed me.
Well,
I
Marino,
thought I
I'm
aimed
here.
better.
It's always
I thought
fun
I
when
aimed
you're
better
on.
than that.
What am
There's
I?
a certain
Lost the liver?
level-headedness to it.
And Heath, I think we've been on a few, but I think it's, you know, it's all Matt's show, you know. But anyway, all right, y'all have fun. I'm gonna eat
You
something because I
too.
was at church when everybody was eating, so
I
I have to have
know.
some food.
We need to
Nobody
do
making
this
food for
Saturday.
me. Yeah, I was live streaming. I've been setting up all the live stream for our church, so
Yeah.
that's what I was doing. So, all right, good night, all.
Bye, good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you for trying. I do appreciate it, even if you were just trying to show me.
Hey, thanks, Rich. Thank you very much, Rich Crabtree. You had a good stream tonight. See you
Hello.
later,
Good night,
Troy.
fellers.
Good night, Mandy.
The
Good
ladies
night.
are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Good night.
Now we can talk about other stuff without the
Nice
ladies.
to talk to you.
You too, Marino.
He even turns
Nice
around and
to
looks
meet
at
you,
you.
Anthony Rubio.
Nice to meet you, Mandy.
Nice to meet you, Marino. Not Big Matt.
Night.
Heath, you better have your tail in bed in a few minutes.
A few minutes, darling.
All right.
She's gonna
Nah.
crack the whip again.
Hey, she's got one.
Hey.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you can definitely tell on the panel who's married and who's not.
Yeah.
It's a simple thing. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
There you go, Matt. There
Yeah.
you go.
I've heard that a time or two. Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, if y'all have anything to add real quick, I'll let you do that if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down here in just a few minutes.
I'm about
No, I just
done
gotta
now
get to a
that I
couple
know that
I just got to get
Now-
to a couple other conversations here in one of my groups I run, but they can wait. I mean, this is more important.
I'm all done as long as I know that you know that I know that you know about the 30 questions.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll go. I apologize.
Miranda's not
to
going
you.
to let you forget.
That's okay. That's okay. But now we know you don't watch the videos all the way to the end. Thank you, Mandy.
I do. I just might not have watched that one. I hadn't watched that one at all. I mean, I'll admit it, but I have watched your videos all the way through.
I sent you an email. An email.
In your
I don't look at my
Don't send me an
emails. I don't
email,
look
'cause
at my
I'll read them.
emails.
I look at my emails every day.
Half my emails are spam, or most of them, and I guess I just missed it. I'm sorry.
Well, there's a spam folder and there's a primary folder.
Don't. You're confusing the poor guy. Come on.
Oh!
All right. It was nice talking to everybody. Have a
Hey,
good
Marino,
evening.
I'll see you. I'll answer your tag, Marino.
Yep.
Well, guys, appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate everyone that's popped in here tonight. Been a pretty good stream.
Mhm.
We're still
2
holding
hours and
strong.
35 minutes, not bad.
Where to begin homesteading is a new channel here.
Well, I think they are new, but I think they might be new in the chat. But I think I actually talked to them a while back, or they commented on a video or something. I think I commented back. I do recognize that name. I think.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
There you go.
Always appreciate the viewers stopping in all the channels, so we really do.
Oh yeah.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
That's right.
Mom, are you staying the night tonight?
Cecilia said I wasn't supposed to mention that. Oh, well, she said, good night, all. Take care and stay safe unless this is a southern good night.
I mean, I'm just here until they leave, so.
Do what now?
I'm just here until you guys leave. I'm here for the long haul, so.
Oh, you're good.
I just figure it's nice to have somebody up on the camera, besides the normal two,
All right.
Mix it up.
But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go, but we'll sign off here. But appreciate you, Big Matt. Appreciate you, Anthony and Marino.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yep.
The other day you were
I
like,
appreciate you having me up.
Night, and it was all sad.
Do what, Anthony?
Well, a couple weeks ago, you're like, there's no Dynamite Wednesday night, and it was all sad. I was like, oh gosh, no live feed. Darn it.
I've had a few comments. I had a few comments a lot of times when I might have to cancel for a week or something, or just decide to take a week off. I'll get comments like, oh man. I was like, I said, life will go on. Life will go on. It'll be all right.
Those are good comments. That means they miss you.
Yeah. Big Matt, where to begin Homestead? They're actually right here from Kentucky. That's what I met them in a live stream. I knew I'd recognize them. I apologize for not knowing that earlier, but sometimes it's hard for me to remember things.
Mm-hmm.
But until next week, we'll see you all. And just remember, you got to have drive to survive.
That's right.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
That's right, guys. You got to have drive to survive. We will be back next week for Dynamite Wednesday night. If nothing doesn't happen, you never know. But if all goes well, we'll be right back here in the studio or somewhere doing a live stream. We got some more great content coming your way with edited content. Don't remember the new playlist, new series, vlog series, Tales from the Holler. It'll be coming up around Thanksgiving for the first episode, the premiere episode of that series, Tales from the Holler. Y'all remember that. Thanks, everything. Thanks for oh, wait a minute. Tennessee Bushcrafter meant to ask Keith, Robert, aka Bluegrass Bushcraft. He hosted Bushcraft Meet this week. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do know that channel, Bluegrass Bushcraft. All right, guys. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate you. It's been a good stream. And we want you all to always have drive to survive. Once again.